Right. You know what? I'm gonna break my own rules. Let's start now.
Why are we breaking rules?
Nubs! You... Oh, wait, hold on. We got cutscene. Hold on.
Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What time is it? It's 9, 10, 11.
What an amazing cutscene. Wow, he died in his own bowl of noodles. Shishu's dead? No, do you think he did it? Oh no, if he did, then what do we do? Hey, pull yourself together. Don't worry, I have an idea.
I love the fact that they gave this whole scene animation, yet you don't even see him eating the noodles.
I know, it didn't even look like he was eating the damn thing. Yeah, you see why I'm not a fan of this case. So Nubs came first, Helos came second, and Rocky came first. Rocky, you're slacking now. Come on, man. You're going down the shits. By the way, there's no investigation in this episode, by the way.
Oh.
I'm not kidding. We're straight this is like tutorial again. Just straight up trials. That's it. 2 trials. End of story. And guess what? This is Athena's case. Why are they slacking off with her? What the heck? Who brings the defendant to his own trial late? Plus, the request was so last minute, I didn't even have a chance to talk with my client. He's late. He's late for a very important date.
I too watch Alice in Wonderland.
Rocky doesn't care no more. Too fucking right. My name is Athena Sykes. Armed with analytical psychology and a full arsenal of legal know-how. I'm a fully competent defender of the Wright Anything Agency. Though I wish my client would show up already. The trial's about to start. You know, I think Athena should get her own game. It appears we made it just in time. Where have you been? Trial's about to start, Simon. Oh, hi, Simon. Do you want me to play as him? Or do you want to play as him right now?
I can play as him. I might as well have me here, after all. You needn't get so worked up, Athena. His boldness can wait.
There's no way he'd wait for me. And besides, why would I want to start off on the wrong foot with him right out of the gate?
Dealing with such matters is part of being a lawyer, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, covering for your lateness is not.
Still but a rank amateur, I see.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. You're not a prosecutor for this one? This is Simon Blackwell.
He's not prosecution.
He may not.
He's that guy that goes silent.
But he's yeah. This is the guy. Yeah. He's the samurai guy. But he's actually a prosecutor and a psychological specialist.
A lawyer, a samurai, and a monk walk into a
psycho.
What is going on here? This is the most. So wait. So you're on the bench with me then? Wow. This is gonna be so weird seeing Blackwell on the other side of the table. Here and I go way back. As for our shared specialization in psychology.
Everyone's got their Edgeworth.
We're both disciples of the same person, so to speak. But he's kind of my senior, I guess. A twisted sense of humor or no, I wish he'd stop treating me like a child all the time.
So, where are Wright, Dono, and Justice, Dono?
Mr. Wright is abroad, and Apollo is helping. And he's British. Right, he's British.
Fucking weeb.
Mr. Wright is abroad, and Apollo is helping Tracy with a magic show. Oh no, what's he? Oh no, Apollo. Didn't I tell you?
They're what? So neither one of them are here, leaving you to take this on alone?
Yep.
Ye gods. All right, Dono back. It's not too late.
Oh no, not too late at all. You would only need to know how to teleport.
Very well. Then I will settle for justice, Dunham. Go grab him by the horns and drag him here.
Apollo's literally in the middle of a show, Simon. You may not want to admit it, but I've got what it takes to take on this case. Just leave this to me and go watch from the gallery.
As your defense derails in spectacular fashion.
No, as I win the heck out of this trial. I'll be okay, promise. So hide that look off your face already, will you? Anyway, I take it the guy behind you is...
Yes, he is your... He is asleep again. Oi! Bucky! Wake up!
Oh, Rose, you could be this guy. I know who he is.
He's muted right now.
God damn it!
Sorry, I thought I was unmuted because someone came out my door.
Don't worry.
I got a smoothie.
You can do your normal voice for this bit, so you could actually get to see his real face, and you can give him a voice.
Yeah. Ow! What'd you do that for, Simey?
There you go.
Who's this yellow chicken D?
She is your lawyer, such as it were. I'd say she's more green than yellow, however.
Lawyer? She sure doesn't look it, does she? Is she like your fellow apprentice or something?
Something like that. I've known her longer than I've known you. You could say we're bound to one another.
I've had manager almost breathing down my neck today. There is like 7 managers! Jesus.
It sounds like it's one of those days where someone from corporate's coming out to visit.
Okay. Well then. Guess I better call her Ms. Chickadee then. Oh, whoa.
Simon, this guy's not only rude, but he's 3 sheets to the wind at his own trial. I know we just met, but I'm about to really give him a piece of my mind.
Do as you will. Just save it for after the trial.
Ms. Chickadee,
Don't call me that.
how'd you do? Simon here's an old friend of mine.
You for real?
I'm the 4th generation head chef of Wet Soba.
You don't look sober.
Wet noodle number 4, Bucky Wheat. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, Mr. Wet. So he can pull himself together when he wants to. Oh, if only the trial wasn't starting in a few minutes.
Having me accused of a murder that only occurred yesterday. I'm afraid it's taken a toll on the poor boy.
And you happened to be there at the theater where it all happened too, right? They said they only found a Rakugo storyteller murdered at his dressing room.
Indeed. The victim, master storyteller, Taifu Utonido, was a long-time patron of Wet Soba. Master Tonido had been looking after Bucky ever since Wet Noodle number 3 passed away.
I see. So the victim was kind of like a father to the defendant, huh?
That stupid old fart. Like a father? No way. He was always dishing my soba.
How dare you speak ill of him? Running your mouth off like that is why they suspected you of his murder in the first place. Now pull yourself together. number 3 must be rolling in his grave.
But Sammy, the police, none of them believes me. They don't want to listen to me.
This is some great English. It looks like he's still in shock from the whole ordeal.
I'm sober.
Don't worry, Mr. Wheat. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna defend you with everything I've got. You're in good hands now.
You mean you're all state? You believe in me, ma'am?
Of course. No matter what, I believe in you to the very end.
Gee whiz, Miss Chickadee.
Now come on, I need you to shape up. Just like those al dente noodles of yours. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. My soba is the freshest.
Mr. Wheat?
Bucky, you great big pillock.
So, how exactly do you know this guy?
I used to frequent Wright Soba. Still do, in fact. So I've known him since he was a lad. That's why his father and Master Tonito were always so good to me.
I didn't know you'd liked soba so much, Simon.
I wouldn't expect one such as you, who eats meat slapped between slabs of bread, to understand the delicate taste and subtle textures of imparted by buckwheat flour.
Hey, that's just rude.
But I digress.
Oh boy. I'm all about flavor and subtlety and stuff.
If I let Wet Soba end like that, I'll never be able to face number 3 or Master Tonito in the next life.
Oh, I see. That's why you came to me? You wanted somebody you could trust?
It was never my intention to ask you.
Oh, I'll show him. I can handle it just fine.
Well, I believe it's about time.
What? But we haven't even properly discussed the case yet.
What's the matter? You look nervous, Athena. Don't tell me you're chickadee-ing out.
I'm just trembling with excitement for battle, that's all. Of Gustin. Okay, let's do this.
Alf eats.
Okay. Go on, Mr. Wheat. Get up off the floor. We've got a case to win. Mr. Bony Bones.
Yes, Miss Chickadee. I'm gonna do my best.
Wet soba, wet soba, wet soba, wet soba, wet soba.
Well, there you go then. It's wet sober.
Yellow, 2 bowls of noodles? Sorry, sir, no can do. Kinda busy at the courthouse. Huh? They hung up. Okay, let's do this.
He's not going to do himself or his case any favors like this, Simon. Maybe we should let him go get some rest somewhere.
Let me rest. Ha! Maybe if I were a limp old regular flour dough for udon noodles. But I'm fresh, like my soba. And you know, let soba dough rest, and you don't let soba dough rest. So the free freshes. Grind the buckwheat see fresh, cut the dough fresh, and boil the noodle up.
Oh, dude.
He's blacked out.
Boy, I just knew something like this would happen. Simon, what are these free freshers of sober he was talking about?
First, buckwheat seeds, or groats, are ground to make buckwheat flour. Then, dough made with the flour is cut with a large rectangular knife into noodles. And finally, the buckwheat noodles are boiled. Each step is done immediately, one after the other, so the soba is fresh when eaten.
What's the favorite food in Phoenix Wright? I don't know. Noodles. Oh, so that's what he meant. I wouldn't want him to make me any soba right now, though. That's for sure.
Athena, this is no time for idle chatter. You need to go into the courtroom. Now. Just remember, as a prosecutor, I will be unable to lend you a hand.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. You won't be helping us.
So don't expect any help from my quarter.
Well, there you go. Treat me like an incompetent again. For your information, I wasn't planning on asking you for help anyway. Oh, just you wait, Simon. I'll show you. Can Athena get her own game? Because she gets thrown away after time, and it gets on my nerves.
I honestly hope she gets. I'd honestly hope that if there's another Phoenix Wright game, that she gets 3 cases and Phoenix gets 2.
Yeah, or something. I know the previous was about Athena, but it's kind of got thrown a sideline over here. Mr. Ryan Apollo may not be here. But that's all right. I can do this on my own. She gets a case that we don't even do investigations with. Just like fuck me, we're back in tutorial 1 again. May 13th.
Well, I mean, there have been other times where we've just gone straight into a case.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like this is I believe this episode is where we just have 2 trials and that's it. That's the end.
Hold on.
I think he gave him the Eggman voice.
You know that, and I was typing somebody real quick.
Well, it has to wait. We're in court, Rose.
Court is now in session for the trial of Bucky Wet.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is fully prepared, Your Honor.
I bet he's
I'm
pissed
back
off
for
to
my
having to keep going
country.
back and forth.
I learned the art of teleporting. What's this? No prayer this time, Prosecutor Sahamadi? That is correct, Your Honor. To expedite these proceedings, I completed them beforehand in the lobby. How very thoughtful of you. By the way, what brings you back to this country? Chief Prosecutor Ashworth himself called on me to handle this case.
Lazy bum.
Besides, I have a debt to pay. And though my opponent is yet a galloting.
Right, I'm just gonna outright say it. I bet Edgeworth is doing some OnlyFans content right now. He's not here. He knows he's too fucking good for it.
He's posting all those photos with his glasses on. Fucking edge dork. I have no qualms with sending her down to hell.
You mean Edgeworm?
Get a fucking no.
Bookworm.
The fact that he's yet to do so in the other country, he thinks he's actually able to do so here. Can you say ego trip?
You have a score to. If you have a score to settle with, it's with Apollo, not me. But more importantly, I am not a callow thing. I'm a qualified and capable attorney.
And what is that yellow attire? If not proof of your immaturity, you small spring chick.
Jesus.
Now cease your shrill chirping. Now, Prosecutor Sahamadi. She's still only a teenager. Please go easy on her.
Oh God, does she have that Alexander
Wait, what
Cortez
the
voice?
She's 19.
Wait, how old is she? Oh, I can't even
19.
fucking tell. Right, 19 then.
She's
Jesus.
19. Because remember, she was 18 in the last game. It's the year after
Oh yeah.
her
forgot.
dual destinies.
Great. Now even the judge is giving me the kid treatment.
Very well. We shall begin, Your Honor.
How long was this fucking got 20? And he's fucking drunk. Must be
Man
Jake.
after my own heart. Yes, I suppose we should. Now then, Prosecutor Hamadi, please give your opening statement.
How old is the other guy, actually? Yeah, he's already dead. Yeah, he was about to die anyway. They gave him the early treatment.
I'm sure he had like another 30 years.
I'll show him what I can do. They'd be sorry they underestimated me.
Certainly. Let the last rites of the victim commence.
I think that guy being 70 was like the oldest of the characters that we got.
And the incident is believed to have occurred at around 4 p.m. yesterday, May 12th.
He's about to say Andy. The incident Andy.
At the Storytellers Theater called Kurukurutai.
God.
The victim was a great master of the Tornado School of Raguko, or comedic storytelling.
You know what? Just hearing Indian trying to spell out some Japanese wording is funny to me.
Rose, don't look into our stream chat.
His name was Taifu Tornado.
And I'm not talking about the YouTube stream chat.
The scene of the murder was the theater's dressing room. It is accessible via the staff entrance hallway and has an inner and outdoor sliding door.
There's a yard?
With a doghouse. Look, I even threw a ball.
It's probably
yeah,
because
it needs to have a bowl there. Camel! One of the finest alcohols.
Look at this. Jesus. Look at this. I'm just looking at the crime. What? I was about to say it's a mirror. Never mind. I was about to say, what do you need all that tissue for? The estimated time of death was between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. The cause of death is suffocation, though how the victim suffocated is yet to be determined. I mean, his face is in a fucking bowl. The autopsy found nothing unusual in his lungs or stomach, and there is no murder weapon. I will now submit the incident report to the court.
Oh, boy. Prosecutor Sahamadi, can you name Mr. Wet as a culprit? When you don't know how the victim was killed, or even with what?
While it is true that the weapon and precise methods are yet unknown, the accused is the only one who had the opportunity to commit the murder. I will explain this association in further details as we continue.
Oh, guess this means he has some kind of evidence to present.
Now, would the accused care to plead his case?
God.
Come to think of it, where is the defendant, Miss Sykes?
Sorry, Your Honor. I'm afraid Mr. Wet isn't feeling very well, and he's resting in the infirmary.
Surely it is the lack of a clear conscience that impedes him from facing his court. In other words, what a bitch.
Great, starting off on the wrong foot already.
Mr. Wet is the head chef of a soba shop frequented by the victim. On the day of the incident, Mr. Wet went to the theater at the victim's request.
You know what? This is a sober shop, but well, he ain't fucking sober, is he? But they're obviously bullshitting.
I think that is part of the joke.
Taifu Tornado was a connoisseur of soba, and as you can see in these photographs, he was apparently making soba himself in his dressing room that very day. The soba found in the scene is likely the soba he himself made there.
Likely liking sober is one thing, but making it into a theatre dressing room is a bit much, non?
What are you, French?
Yeah, she just speaks other European languages for shits and giggles.
It's because she went to school in around Europe, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's just something that she picked up.
I guess. Master Tornado truly has a passion for soba, didn't he? For a man like that to be murdered by a sober chef is simply unthinkable. And yet, the accused has ample motive. For the victim's safe, we discovered the deed to the accuser's shop. Mr. Vet went to inject wet soba when he lost his father recently. However, it is believed the victim stole the shop's deed during the transfer process. The prosecution believes that the accused killed the victim in order to get the deed back.
Not the deed.
A murder over the deed to a shop. That does sound like a plausible motive.
So that's what this case is about. Wish Simon had filled me in a little better. Could have contributed more than just 1,000 buckets of cold sweat if he had.
Defense. From your demeanor, I gather you know very little about the detail of this case.
If Emma Sky is there, you know what you do, don't you? Detective Sky! Skinner! Well, you see...
You are dishonoring the soul of the victim by appearing in the courtroom unprepared. You are an embarrassment to your profession. You putrid and yolk.
I'm sorry. Apollo's a red pepper, and now I'm an egg yolk. Oh, we've only just started, and I've already been demoted from spring chick.
I am ready to call my witness, Your Honor. Let us listen to the words of the one who was present when the crime was discovered.
Someone who was there when the victim's body was found?
Very well. Witness, please take the stand.
Oh, is this the... This is your... I believe this is all your favourite cat. Never mind.
Witness, please state your name and the occupation.
Oh, is that why you can't be on the bench with me?
Simon Blackwell, prosecutor.
Prosecutor Blackwell? You didn't tell me you were going to take the stand?
There simply wasn't time.
Yeah, because you're running late, you bastard.
What a shame, Prosecutor Blackwell. Had you shared the damning scene you witnessed beforehand with the defense, we could have moved this trial along and saved the victim's soul that much faster.
Damning scene? What in the world did Simon see? Demons.
Prosecutor Sarmati, was it? Before I give my testimony, there's something I'd like to confirm.
By all means.
Are you an Indian?
This case involves rakugo, a very traditional form of Japanese comedic storytelling. Do you have enough knowledge of this art form to handle this case completely?
Competently, I think it's it.
Are you implying that I am not qualified for this case? Motherfucker, I invented this.
Not yet. I am simply trying to ascertain your familiarity with the topic, for now.
It is a prosecutor's duty to learn the background of any case he takes on.
Can I just ask, does Edgeworth really need to keep hiring wacky looking prosecutors?
Well, the thing is, he's only hired 2.
Yeah, and he thought, you fit the bill. I like your wavy looking scarf you have.
I did some research on Rakugo last night, and I've grasped the overall idea of it.
How much could you possibly grasp in a single night?
In fact, you know what? I actually would like it if Edgeworth brings in Franziska again. I'd love to see her in this fully lovely 3D looking art style.
I wouldn't be surprised if he and Francisco are actually dating.
Oh shit!
I mean, they're only.
Oh wow, he's just gone on a
Oh.
tangent. Right. Well,
before-
you know when to. What? He's still going.
The traditional art was originally invented by the monks to make sermons more interesting.
All right. Fuck. Oh. Hold on. Before you do say that, let me. Jesus, he was on a tangent.
Yeah, he was distracted.
Right, Rakugo is a form there. Go.
Rakugo is a form of entertaining storytelling that originated in the lands of Japan.
Right, but
In
if
it,
this
the
is where he fades out.
and the Rakugo artist tells a long musical story to each other in distant voice. This traditional was originally invented by monks to make sermons more interesting. Are you satisfied? If not, I could explain the 12 types of endings to such stories. This is why they call me prosecutor tech support. Or shall I perform the famous stories of Jinmegu instead?
Prosecutor tech support. Oh no.
It appears you have put in a bit of study.
Why? Not my fault. You're later every day. Wait, what the fuck's going on? Oh, Rocky just babbed nubs.
Your acknowledgement is most welcome, Prosecutor Blackwell. I can see why you're known as being quite thorough in your research, Prosecutor. Now, I would love to see you perform that story you mentioned, if you don't mind.
Also, Samadhi doesn't need to breathe, apparently. Oh, he's Indian.
If that's your honest request. Jumengu. Bitch!
Shut the fuck up! Look at me, I slammed the desk twice! Your Honor, can we please get to the trial?
That is the first time you've seen any character slam twice.
Exactly.
Oh, right, of course. I nearly forgot.
Seriously, of all things for you to forget. I love
Now,
this judge,
back
man.
to the case.
I fucking love this judge. Never fucking change, man.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please tell this court that what you witnessed.
I don't care how many Phoenix Wright games we have. He cannot die.
Yeah.
He stays that way forever.
Forever the judge.
He's immortal at this point.
At least this time we see him with his hands apart and not tied together.
Yeah, pretty much. He's in cuffs, isn't he, throughout most of the game?
I went to the theater yesterday and arrived at approximately 4 p.m. I went straight to Master Tornado's dressing room to say hello. Bucky went into the dressing room thereafter, only to come storming out a while later. Master Tornado's junior disciple, Unedo, who appeared then and apparently then entered the room soon after. That's when Endo discovered Master Tornado's body.
Uendo.
Yeah.
These fucking
Tornado
days,
and innuendo.
No, wait just a minute here, Prosecutor Blackwell. With testimony like that, you're practically accusing Mr. Wet of the crime.
All I can do is state what I saw. I can't help how it appears. But a qualified and capable attorney, such as yourself, should be able to dispatch it with it, right?
Well, yeah, duh. All right, I guess I better start by getting all the info out of him that I can.
Yep, time to start pressing.
Shit. Prosecutor Blackwell, what did you go to the theatre for in the first place? I was bored.
I went because I had received an invitation from Master Tornado himself. Here, see for yourself. It was a special show commemorating his junior disciple, Uendo's promotion. It was also an occasion to announce the boys' succession to the stage name of Uendo II. Uendo the Second.
So what exactly does it mean to succeed to a stage name?
You really don't know, do you? In the performing arts, a name succession is when an artist inherits a predecessor's name.
I see. So there was another Uendo Rakugo artist before, and this disciple succeeded him. Succeeded him, huh? And what exactly did your invitation say?
It contained a simple letter of salutations and an outline of the show's program.
Haifu.
Oh,
Rose?
it appears that Typhoon Tornado, Typhoon Tornado was going to perform Tokisoba or Time Soba. He's famous for his masterful pantomime of eating soba using only his fan as a prop. And innuendo was to perform Soba Sai or Soba Glunton, Soba's theme show, I see.
It seems you know a thing or two about Rakugo yourself, your boredness. The first to perform was the senior disciple, Giru, followed by Uendo, and lastly, Master Tonido.
See, so that's why you happened to be at the Storytellers Theatre yesterday. So what happened after you arrived? God damn. And how did Master... Christ. How now did Master Tornado appear when you said hello to him? What?
You had that little clog in your
Yeah,
nasal.
yeah, exactly. It sounded so weird.
I went with the intention of greeting him, but ultimately, we didn't actually meet.
You didn't see him? Why not?
Gyaru escorted me to the dressing room. But we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed from within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done.
You heard Rakugo being performed in the dressing room?
Yes, not just me, but Gyaru as well.
In other words, you can confirm that the victim was still alive around 4 p.m.?
Correct. I couldn't hear him clearly though through the doors, but I'm sure it was not the Tonido. I could tell because it was the time soba routine being performed in there.
That means the victim was killed sometime after that. Please tell us in detail how Mr. Wet appeared at the time. What?
I just like how you just say to hold it before you finish the sentence. Opens his mouth. Hold it!
Yiru and I were waiting in the hallway for Master Tonido to finish practicing. When Bucky appeared and entered the dressing room with his things.
What happened after that?
We heard what sounded like Bucky shouting inside the room. About 10 minutes later, Bucky came back out of the dressing room looking rather irate.
This is most likely when the murder was committed. The victim was an elderly man. It would have been entirely possible to kill him within the span of 10 minutes.
Oh, better come up with some kind of a counter argument and fast. What do you mean by apparently? Didn't you see him go in?
No.
No,
Oh,
I couldn't.
Oh no, Blackwell's got the Indian voice now.
I wasn't able to see the dressing room door from where I was standing at the time. But Gira was right in front of it, so I'm sure she saw it all.
She? I see. Why do you suppose Uendo went to the dressing room anyway?
He had just finished his routine, so he was making a courtesy call. A disciple is to pay their master respect right before and after each performance.
And all his disciples are expected to do this?
Yes, it is common courtesy among rakugo artists.
I see. Could you tell us what happened after Uendo went into the dressing room?
Certainly. I don't know why he was glaring at that point. But just,
He's like,
that doesn't seem
what do I do?
that doesn't seem to like make sense.
I think he was like, maybe should I or should I not? And how did Uendo act at the time?
After Uendo had been in the dressing room for about 2 or 3 minutes, we heard a screaming coming from within inside the room, and Uendo came flying out.
Did you hear any signs of a struggle at the time?
No, just Uendo's woeful scream.
Where's this damn hawk? I see.
Probably elsewhere. Maybe fixing up getting some more evidence.
Oh, I
Well done, Prosecutor Blackwell.
want to see it land on the judge's head again.
Your testimony has given us quite a glimpse into the sequence of events. Thank you, Prosecutor Blackwell. And now, please allow me to summarize your testimony. While Prosecutor Blackwell and Giro was in the hallway waiting for Master Tornado, the accused came along and entered the dressing room with some items in tow. He was heard shouting for a time inside the dressing room.
Hey, G, did you see W?
And about 10 minutes later, he came back out of the room screaming, rather angry. A short time after the accused had come and gone, Uendo Tornado went into the room. A few minutes later, after having discovered the victim's body, Uendo gave a scream and came running out into the hallway from within.
Oh god, can't wait to see this. Did he just hit the fucking wall?
Prosecutor Blackwell and Gary then ran into the room and saw the body for themselves. Let me guess Uendo killed him.
Well, you know, when your name is Uendo, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he decided that my name, yeah, Uendo.
From the circumstances, it's quite clear that the accused murdered the victim. This is gruesome testimony indeed. Defense. An eyewitness has given conclusive testimony. Why not let it all go now and allow the victim his last rites?
Not on your life. If Uendo went into the dressing room too and was the first to discover the body, then who's to say he didn't commit the crime?
Uendo was in the dressing room for a mere 2, perhaps 3 minutes. He could not have possibly committed murder in that time, nor without making any noise.
Oh, Simon, why did you have to give that awful testimony? Prosecutor Blackwell, can you give me something a little better to work with here?
It's up to you to ask the right questions.
What a fucking hater.
I am certainly willing to tell you all that I know. So if you truly are as capable as you claim, then draw out what you need yourself.
There's no time for your twisted games, Prosecutor Blackwell. Just admit you don't remember it all that well.
Suruwa! Prosecutor Blackwell. Watching you collude with a defense like this, I see you are no prosecutor.
Can I ask, why was that even a sound effect in Ed, and Eddie of all fucking places? So random.
Begone, witness. You shall hunt this sacred heart no more.
You dare treat me like some evil spirit to be exorcised.
Bruh. You know what? Somebody would have a field day with Dahlia Hawthorne.
I'll remember this, you blackguard.
You're the only black thing here.
Now, no need to be racist, somebody. Don't worry, bro.
I'm
Skip black
talking
will.
color.
Identify as black. I've got this.
Would I have my way, he would not be the only one here to step down. You half-boiled putrid egg yolk.
Ew, object to the notion that I'm a gooey, smelly mess.
Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony was like the lowly opening act of a Raguko ghost show. He may hold the title of prosecutor, but this time he stood on the side of the defense. To restore balance to this trial, I would like to present an actual witness to the prosecution. And who is this witness? The person was with Prosecutor Blackwell when the body was discovered. She is another retainer of the Tornado School, Miss Giro Tornado.
Yes, she is. I believe everyone knows her.
Woo!
Everyone
Please
wants that
state your
classy.
name and occupation. And witness.
Hello, everyone. I'm here to represent the Tornado School with a twisty twist. Balloon, there you have it. A stunning balloon hat. It's me, a balloon artist you all know and love. Guri Tornado. Just call me Giru, sweetie. 1, 2, and... Yeah, you saw that jiggle physics.
But what a way to capture your audience's attention! I dare say I can't take my eyes off those balloons.
Please tell me you're talking about the hat, Your Honor. Oh, Mr. Judge, I'm glad you liked my performance. Would you consider joining my fan club? Pretty please.
Oh, absolutely.
And please save your fanboying for after the trial, Your Honor. Anyway, Giru, I can't help but notice you seem awfully cheerful for having just lost your master. Of course I'm sad, but Shishu would scold me if I didn't put on a big smile. Never show sadness, smile, 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 with a twisty twist. This is Pinkie Pie.
Ooh.
And balloon.
That looks like a
there you have
heartless.
it. One gorgeous cake. I see. I guess an entertainer's got to do what an entertainer's got to do. The balloon art's worse than what? Roshash test? What test? Huh? I can't get.
I believe it's like one of those similar to something along the lines of like those ink blot tests, like the official term for it.
Oh, all I saw was a severed monster head. Giru, you're obviously a balloon artist. So how did you become to be a member of the Rakugo school? God damn, I can't say this off the tongue. Well, my late father, that is, was a Rakugo artist, you see. So I joined the Tornado school to be just like my daddy someday. I see. Well, this has probably got Nub's attention. My father and I owe so much to Sishu, our master, but that Bucky wet. Oh, how could he? I want him to see him pay for what he's done so quickly as possible. Bones, stop jerking off!
Sorry, the clown was just balloons.
Yes.
Your distress is entirely understandable, and my condolences for your loss.
Yes, we know, Rose. You're all about that blue and freaking classy. We know it.
Yes.
You don't need to make sure we're all aware.
And not only that, but he... You know what? I just like how the internet started to fucking use her as a cussy. Like, bro, you fucking late? You have no more to say about Mr. Wet? Every time he comes to deliver soba to us, he yells at me. He always tells me to get away. Is there any reason why he would say such a thing to you?
He's a fear of clowns.
He says the smell of my perfume will get into his soba and ruin it. Like, how can you say that? This is a great scent.
How very rude of him. I don't blame you for being upset.
Excuse me, Your Honor, but please don't let Giro's balloons bias your judgment. Mr. Wet hasn't even proven guilty yet, remember?
It would be interesting to see how long that fur of yours will last, defense. Now then, Giro, please share the truth to this court. Yes, Giro, your testimony, please. For a second, I thought I was going to say please. Your testimony, please.
From 4 p.m. to a little later after 4:20 p.m., from when Seasson's body was found, Simon and I were standing in the hallway in the front of the dressing room. Before Uendo discovered the body, the only person who had gone in there was Bucky. Come to think of it, a little while before, Bucky showed up. Judge Moo was barking like mad.
Prosecutor Blackwell, do you have any objection to this witness as testimony?
No. Make of your bloody mind, sad monk Zahabadi. First you exercise me, now this.
You need only to do as you're instructed by the humble sample of the Holy Mother.
I don't think humble is the correct way to describe yourself.
As there are no objections, Your Honor, let us move to the salvation of the victim's soul.
Hey, I'm the defense attorney here, Prosecutor Sarmadi. And I just might have an objection or two once that I actually cross-examined the witness. So what are you asking Prosecutor So what are you asking Prosecutor Blackwell for? I'm the one you should be checking with.
There is a passage in the sacred scriptures of Koreanism.
Shut the fuck up.
If she's not good in the sheets, she's for the streets. To stir the wind is beyond the power of a spring chick. In other words, the experiments are useless. With that in mind, it seems more judicious to consult Prosecutor Blackwell.
He doesn't seem to see you as an adversary, Sykes Dono.
Well, I won't let either one of you insult me. I'll show you I'm no inexperienced spring chick. Your Honor, I'm ready to cross-examine the witness.
I hope you can make Prosecutor Salmonti see you as a worthy adversary, Mrs. Sykes. I'll allow you to cross-examine, so you'd better strike while the iron is hot.
Well, at least the judge is doing his best job to psych up Sykes.
Funny when Rhino has jokes.
You say that, and yet you weren't. Then you give me the most fakest of laughs.
Judge Moo? That's my doggy. I keep him at the theater. Let's see, with a twisty twist. And balloon, there you have it, my cute little Judge Moo. He's kind of creepy looking. Oh, but he's really good boy.
I don't know if that's I don't think if that is a dog. I think that looks more like a monkey.
Do you think it's because he saw someone suspicious? If so, then we have a new suspect in this case. Now, why was he barking again? Oh, I remember. Because it was time for me to feed him. So I went into his yard and gave him some food. Couldn't somebody have slipped into the dressing room while you were doing that? No, the door out in the yard was wide open. I would have seen if anybody went into the dressing room. Prosecutor Blackwell, come down to the stand for a sec. please?
How many times must I do this?
You saw what Giru was talking about, right? So why didn't you mention it before?
I can't be expected to remember every minute detail.
Well, remember them now. Please. Did Giru go out into the yard?
Yes. I remember now that she went to feed Jugemu. And then I saw her looking towards the dressing room quite frequently as well.
Do you recall anything else?
It looked as though she were feeding the dog a great quantity of dumplings or something.
Jesus.
Jugemu, who couldn't finish them all, so he buried the rest in the corner of the yard. That's about all I can remember.
It looks like Giru was telling the truth. Your Honor, I like Giru's last statement added to her testimony.
As you wish, defense.
I think Nubs needs to keep his pants on. I was in the yard, but the door was wide open, so I could keep watch from the
Hang on. Let's look at the map for a second.
Well, that's bullshit. How can you see?
That is a contradiction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the door would be covering it up in either way. And the window's
Yeah, that's a
right there.
contradiction.
And the window's
No,
on
that is an absolute contradiction.
Yeah, I know. So, you were able to keep an eye on the dressing room while you were out in the yard? Is that correct? That's right. The door out into the yard was wide open. Sorry, but that makes zero sense. Take a look at this diagram of the backstage area. Oh, God. There's a clear contradiction between this diagram and the witness's testimony.
No? I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Sykes. Please point out what contradicts the witness testimony.
The fucking door. Oh yeah, not only that, yeah. Kira was in the yard near the doghouse. Prosecutor Blackwell even saw her there. And while she was out there, the door to the yard had been left open.
Ah, I see.
Yes, if the door to the yard was wide open, as Guro said, it would have blocked her view, making it impossible for her to see the dressing room. What? No way!
But even if there were admittedly a few moments, Kirio was not keeping watch.
Rawr.
Ah!
How much would that really affect this case?
It's peanut. It would greatly affect the case. On the spot Prosecutor Blackwell stood, that he couldn't see the dressing room door either. Anyone could have entered the dressing room during that time without being seen.
Okay, Athena is getting very aggressive.
Why did you try to hide the fact that you weren't watching the dressing room? What? I...
Objection.
Hide the fact?
Scaro-mellow. I'm a scaro-mellow. Oh, scared mellow. The D looked like a fucking O. I don't think I can do a squeaky yet. No.
Don't strain yourself trying. I'm not worth it.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, you are. Oh.
No.
You'll speak as though as you think she had something to do with the murder. Rather than deliberate deception, it was more likely a simple oversight. Right, witness?
Well, I was shocked by what happened. I was just confused, that's all.
I was heavily
Even though she is trying to keep up a brave front as an entertainer.
You was heavily what?
I was heavily debating whether to snap.
Surprised you picked
I
me.
almost did, but then Discord decided it wanted to be reinstalled
Oh,
because
I'm
the
surpri-
fucking
I'm su-
logo fucked up again.
I'm surprised you picked me again.
Vanny,
I always pick you. Unless I'm too
Yes.
fucking.
What's going on? Who's
Then I'm
Timmy?
take nap for you.
The truth is that these dogs won't shut the fuck up, and she is being torn apart by grief. For her mind to be in turmoil is hardly unexpected. Yes, it must be a very difficult indeed to deal with such dogs on a daily basis. To a disciple, one's master is akin to a real parent. Surely her shock is immense.
And these dumb kids
The
are
dogs,
bullshit.
not as shocking. The way his lord tries to pin the blame on his poor soul, and at the first opportunity, all I can say is, the French attorneys are heartless creatures indeed.
But that wasn't what I was trying to do.
It is beyond your comprehension, defense. Your unskilled argument is scarring this witness even further. And if we ask the people in this courtroom, I'm sure they will agree.
What? Gary doesn't get a say in this?
Are you afraid to find out that they think ill of you? Or that perhaps you're in the wrong? Listen to them now with that keen sense of hearing that you're so proud of. He's right, he's horse, he didn't have to go that far. I feel kind of sorry for the witness. Why is his lawyer's outfit so yellow?
Why are they all Australian? No, I was just trying to find the truth. Why is the whole gallery signing with Prosecutor Samadi? And again, why are they Australian?
The people understand. They know what is right and what is wrong. The lawyer's still training, isn't she?
I hear the voices of the gallery. I can hear the voices of their hearts. It's so intense. I feel so alone up here, fighting by myself.
Are you afraid, child? It is ludicrous to come up to the trial with such paltry preparations of the soul. I command you to leave the courtroom at once.
I can't give up. I have to keep pressing on. As long as there is a moment when nobody was watching the dressing room door, the defendant can't be convicted solely on Prosecutor Blackwell and Giro's testimonies.
Even now, you would continue to resist. You're a child in defeat as well, I see.
I'm not out for the count yet, Buster. I'm just getting started.
Despite your posturing, it is not prudent that your resolve could crumble at any moment. With but a little push, you would surely succumb to despair.
you know, for someone that tries to basically plead that he's all here to try and give the victim their last right, he just basically seems to want to just shut up every single defense attorney he comes across, even when they're not even in his own country. He is a racist bigot.
Well, yes. Have you not seen his culture?
Oh, I have, but you know,
Okay.
outside of your own culture, you know,
They're racist
screams
bastard.
a lot.
A little push, such as with this piece of conclusive evidence.
Conclusive evidence, huh?
That is correct. We found a crucial piece of evidence at the scene of the crime. The victim's dying message could clearly implicate the accused, Bucky Wet. Look at these Japanese playing cards. Notice Karuta lined up in the table. These special English version Karuta cards spell out the message. That message is wet number 4. What? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Hang on. That still doesn't actually make any sense to me.
Wet number 4? You mean wet noodle number 4?
Yes. Wet noodle number 4 was the fourth head of the chef of the wet soba is also known. This message points to none other than the accused Bucket Wet.
No!
That makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Wow, great job, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh no, this is really, really bad. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do we think we do?
Actually, that's a contradiction. How the hell would he put? Never mind.
Yeah,
This guy-
like I said, that
How can
doesn't
he do
make
that
any
when he was
sense.
suffocated to death?
Well,
Now
we
we're
don't even know
yours.
how he died.
Yeah,
So-
it's like. Yeah, go ahead.
We don't
Go
know
ahead.
if he died instantaneously at that straight away. If it was like there was a few seconds of breath he had, or you know, if he had a couple of moments to do something. But even then, that would be very unlikely because the killer would have been in there. It's such like this is such a red flag. I'm surprised that Nayuta is so blinded to his so-called truth that he doesn't actually know how much of a red herring it is.
Well, I mean, the whole country is just to throw everyone in jail. Carry on, Rose.
Oh, someone entered the room.
Oh. Would you still carry on your futile fight in the face of this irrefutable evidence? You can say whatever you want, but it is crucial to give the accused false hope. You will only compound his suffering. Wise people of the courtroom, do you not agree? He's right. It's going to make him suffer when there's conclusive evidence. An incompetent noob. I feel bad for the victim and the defendant. I'm gonna go back to playing Call of Duty. What? But I'm trying to prove Mr. Wet's innocent here. He's fucking wet behind the ears. Now you can hear them, defense. The voices implore you to save the accused's soul. It's time for you to let it go and move on. You inexperienced lawyer. You lack the incompetence of which you accomplish anything meaningful here. Is he right? Is this too much for me to handle on my own? What good is she doing anybody? What should she just quit right now? Ugh. Now, defense, leave everything to this humble servant to the Holy Mother.
Silence.
Oh, fuck it. He's done enough. Wait. Oh! Wow, look at it. This is weird. Zoom on the other side.
Is trying to use your keen sense of hearing against you to manipulate the trial, Athena. What a cheap trick for a supposedly holy man.
Simon? Oh, it was actually funny to see him in that side like that.
And you foddoodles in the gallery, can't a man watch a trial in peace?
You all bunch of Gen Z fuckers.
The inexperienced amateur is about to turn the trial around.
Does that prosecutor really think she can turn things around? Really? This courtroom is starting to
and
change.
Simon's theme in all its glory.
Prosecutor Blackwell, what are you doing in the defense's bench?
I grew bored of watching from the gallery. Besides, if I were to leave this trial to this spring chick and lose my favorite soba shop in the process, I will be quite cross.
You voluntarily stand on the side of impurity and sin? Truly, what a fool you are.
Think you were so easily manipulated by his parlor tricks. Whatever happened to qualified and capable Athena? I like this new pose, actually.
I just let my guard down a little bit. but it won't happen again.
Then grit up your loins and steel yourself for battle.
I'm not gritting up anything on this skirt, but I'm ready to get serious. Seems there is now yet another soul I must cast down into hell.
I was in prison for a long time. And hell sounds no worse than cell, to be honest.
How about the fires of hell will not be the end of your suffering? For the sin you have just committed, you shall surely be reborn as a panda in your next life. A white and black reverse panda, that is. And Asian. And you shall be put in a zoo to be exposed to public ridicule. A threat like that won't work on Prosecutor Blackwell. After all, he's already used to looking like a panda in this life.
Who are you calling a panda?
Sorry. I see that you're both prepared to face the fires of damnation.
I'm back.
Hey, he's back.
Gero, thank you for your service. You may step down now.
Okie dokie. Bye-bye, balloon. I'm gonna have to make cupcakes.
Hold it.
Does everything have to be about balloons with her? Yeah, she has a fish.
Now then. I have a witness prepared to testify about the Garuta cause.
Simon reminds me of accolades. Yeah, well, he still reminds me of the Joker, just without the ponytail.
And who is this witness this time? The first to discover the body, and someone who witnessed the crime scene firsthand. Mr. Uendo Tornado. The time has come for that ponytail pair over there to finally let it all go and move on.
We're not getting Disney involved!
Oh, yes, we are. Oh no, please make it go away.
No, I'm referring to Disney and Pixar.
Oh, who wants to play as this guy? I think it's a guy.
He is. I'll take it.
All right.
Witness, please state your name and occupation.
I am the Rakugo storyteller, Uendo Tornado.
You look like you have a tornado.
Even if my performance isn't worth watching, I will certainly watch my words. I wouldn't want to say anything thoughtless and get arrested.
Jesus.
After all, that would be a Rakunono. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
It just fucks off. You can't leave yet. You only just introduced yourself.
Oh, my.
Get the fat in the back.
Are you a fan of mine, miss? Would you like my autograph? One moment.
Fucking hell. Ow. What do you think you're doing?
Not even stand on ceremony. My fan deserves a fan, after all. A fan for a fan. Nice one. Oh, why visit Simon? How are you doing on this fine day, sir?
What the hell?
Quite a dilly of a pickle we found ourselves in, wouldn't you say?
Were you
Okay,
were you
so
saying
that's
that?
multiple personalities. Got it.
No, he's just I think this basically is just a character that screams, "I suffer from ADHD." I don't believe I've ever seen you talk quite so much, Uendo.
Never performed in a place like this, you know? I got butterflies here, can't you see?
Yeah, paper ones. Why do I always get the weird ones?
The weirdest I don't know. The weirdest ones you had last time was a tomboy.
We had a Harry Potter, a tomboy, a goddamn Zeus that turned into a fucking punk as soon as we got to his face. Spawning a fucking chalkboard.
Pardon me, witness. As much as I enjoy your banter, I believe we have better return to the case at hand.
Oh, and the girl that loved Solid Snake so much. She'll hide in the box.
I suppose you're right. In that case, I was promoted to Futasume yesterday and received the
Fuda!
stage name of Uendo.
Right, we're going to see some dick girls.
Oh my.
The show was our way of celebrating my new name and middle rank standing.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm glad you picked this god. Why do you look like a feminine now?
And
From
then
that?
that happened.
You sure this is a fucking guy?
Yes.
It's a
Fuck
guy.
it. Then why does that pose look like it's a woman?
Maybe he's just able to get into a more effeminate look
Oh
for
my
those features.
god.
It's theater, kid.
He's really screaming that
Yeah.
fucking girl from that woman from Final Fantasy VII, the one that gave me the hand job.
And also the from the first game as well, with the pipe.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I never dreamed something like that had happened. Not in a million years. And just as I got my chance to start repaying my debt to Shiso too.
I was about to say, yeah, I'm glad you picked this guy. He has funny jokes too.
Yeah. Plus, I'm worried about Giru. The way she clung to Shiso, poor thing. I'd ordered her to keep a stiff upper lip. Stiff like rigor mortis. Keep telling those lame jokes and Shiso will come scold you from the grave.
Wait, who said that?
He did.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind getting yelled at, you know. If you meant seeing him again.
Uendo, please, as charming as your various characters are, this isn't a Rakugo stage.
Let us hear your testimony now, witness. Stick to one voice, please. Tell the court about the evidence left at the scene, the proof of the accuser's guilt.
I noticed Shiso's dying message right away. The stiff cards were right there next to the stiff, you see.
Yeah.
Hey now, enough of the silly puns already. Anyway, I got the meaning right away. I knew he must have been talking about Bucky. That was the master's final message, left as he was drowning in sober broth. It's so like Shiso not to write Bucky's name outright. Plain and simple wasn't his style.
You know what? We're back to the fucking big top berry shit, aren't we?
Well, that was certainly more entertaining testimony than usual.
This is the circus case again.
The variety of characters performed by the witness was absolutely splendid.
Oh, I said berry big top, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Got it wrong. Yeah, but you shouldn't be performing any characters in the first place, Your Honor. Innuendo, the murder weapon hasn't been determined yet. So how can you say that the victim was drowned in sober broth?
It's obvious. All you have to do is look at the crime scene. He was found in a face and shoved in a bowl.
Imagine that. Imagine God gave you an image like, here's how you died, and you fucking you see your damn body just head in a bowl.
It's only natural to assume he drowned in the broth for the noodles.
Except we're not here to assume things, Uendo. So please stick to just the facts.
My, it's so like a Shoba chef to kill someone in that way, wouldn't you say? And with the Kurata message he left behind, it's clearly Bucky Wet that did it.
Setting aside the issue of the murder weapon for now, That dying message certainly does seem to be irrefutable evidence. Indeed. It proves the absolute guilt of the accused.
Oh, even I gotta admit that I can't see how that message could mean anything.
Bucky used sober for the deed, or to get back the sober shop deed.
Rubble.
Look, can you stop just saying rabble, rabble, rabble?
No, we got a rubble. We didn't get any dialogue. This testimony makes Mr. Wet look super guilty and super wet. I have to do something.
That's his conclusive evidence. What a farce.
What do you mean, Simon?
What's this? I thought you said you weren't planning on asking me for help.
Oh, I did and I won't. Thank you very much. Someone must have found an inconsistency in his testimony. I better listen carefully and try to see what he found. Well, I think statement 5 was a bit fishy. Why is the master's final message left as he was drowning?
Yeah, because again, that doesn't make sense.
Autopsy report.
No, it's not. That's not the part that makes sense. How could he have left a dying message whilst drowning?
Yeah, still, that's something weird though. There's a contradiction in Uendo's testimony.
And would you care to explain where, Miss Sykes?
Let me pull out Google Chrome. Certainly, Your Honor. According to the autopsy report, nothing unusual was found in the victim's lungs.
Ah, yes, it does say that, doesn't it?
Oh, he's a bit nervous now.
If he had drowned in the bowl of sober, then shouldn't have been sober broth in his lungs. But since there wasn't any, it means the victim was suffocated with something other than sober broth.
At least I don't have to do that.
What?
Oh, this fucking theme, bruh. The guitar's playing out with it.
The update to a theme is just fantastic.
This is a contradiction you noticed, isn't it, Simon?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
I guess I showed you.
But if drowning in the sober broth wasn't the cause of death, then when was the victim's face thrust into that bowl?
Taifu to Endo face was thrust into the bowl
After the murder.
after his murder. Yeah. Because no sober broth was discovered in the victim's lungs. His head must have been plunged into a bowl after he was killed. And that's when the sober broth must have been spilled onto the Karuda cards. In other words, the victim could not have lined up the cards as he was drowning.
I see. So it was done after he was already dead. But why would the culprit do such a thing?
I'm afraid I don't know yet.
Objection.
Simple answer. How would I know that? I'm not a detective.
Yeah, we don't have Gumshoe. Where is he?
You boast of psychological expertise, yet you cannot determine such a simple motive? My sides are liable to blatant absurdity.
What? And I suppose you know why?
Of course, desecrating the body in that matter indicates a strong sense of enmity on the part of the perpetrator. Yes, that does make sense. It certainly paints a clear picture of the culprit's intense feelings towards the victim. Feelings of resentment or the theft of the shops indeed, no doubt.
Oh, just great. That judge has an even more unfavorable impression of Bucky.
Silence.
Must you come undone at every juncture? If the culprit had enough time to set up Master Tornado's body, then do you think they would have honestly failed to notice the dying message?
Good point. The cards were right in front of his body after all. Rationally speaking, there's no way the culprit could have missed that, huh?
Objection.
Ah, but was the accused rational at the time, given the way he stormed out of the room?
Silence.
Never mind that. I have something more important to ask you, Endo. Maybe. You saw the Karuta cards firsthand, did you not? Would you care to tell us a bit about them in a bit more detail? Those tiny crime photos show us the precious little of what I wish to know.
Well, those cards are from Shisho, the special soba scenes from Tokyo's past set. Each card is related in some way to soba.
Spare me the history lesson. Just tell me how all the cards looked at the scene, and no more.
Well, there was soda broth spilled all over them.
That's not much help, I'm afraid. Prosecutor Samati, do you have a photo of what shows the cards more clearly? I do. Please accept this meager offering, Your Honor.
God. What was this?
Yeah, that doesn't make. Yeah, again,
Oh,
look
hold
at
on.
how it's all. Look at the cards.
Why'd you, what?
Your mom wants you to go to the other room.
What?
Go to the laundry room.
Buddy, no, don't drop my laundry basket. Excuse me, little ducklings, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You need some new checks, so.
Yeah, no, but why would you bring him here? Yes.
Yes, that's little ducklings you're hearing on Rose's End.
Aww.
Ah, there.
The harassing
Yep.
of the duckies.
The ducklings are just going. They're just saying one thing right now.
Well, one's being super vocal, the other two is being chill. Probably trying to get a pudding.
Have you heard of a sleeping hummingbird?
Oh, little one, don't just jump. Give me a second. Give me a sec. I'll be back, folks.
But it wants to be a daredevil and to fight death.
Oh, that's adorable. Oh my, what a delightful looking cards.
Well. Tearing Prosecutor Sad Monk's conclusive evidence apart should be agrees with this.
Wait, hold on. What was Nubby's freaking emoji there? Oh, just
A duck.
So I'm looking at the streamer, like OBS screen on it, on the chat. Huh? Don't tell me you.
Don't tell me you haven't noticed.
I'm being silly. Of course I have. I haven't noticed anything, but I can't exactly say that now, can I? Sykes, do you see a problem with the prosecution's claim about these cards?
Well, go on then.
Alright, I'll still or die. All I'll do is study the picture and... These cards were rearranged?
Yeah.
These cards were rearranged. How can you
Roar.
tell? What are you roaring for?
I
Because you
stepped away
can.
from.
Typical.
I had my drink in the freezer.
Typical. Please take a look at these cards, Your Honor. The answer's right in front of us. Where exactly should we be looking, Miss Sykes?
It's the sober broth stains.
Yeah. Please focus on your attention on the sober broth stains on these cards. The outline of
Because-
these stains don't match up with the largest stain on the table. Oh, would you look at that? You're absolutely right. And? Please recall that the sober broth was spilled and got on the cards after the murder. When the victim's face was placed in the bowl. Yes, go on. By the stains, we can see that the culprit deliberately rearranged the cards after that. In other words, this message was altered in order to pin the crime on my client. What? Then, if we put the cards back in the original positions, we can restore the evidence to see who the cards were really pointing toward. Well, that's true.
If there was anyone who pointed to it.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's do this. What to do is rearrange the cards so that the stains match up. Okay. Oh god. Let's see.
It's actually not that
Where
hard.
was this W card original? Okay.
That'll be the top row, second across.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay. The H card is next. That would be down the bottom right.
I didn't realize Texas was a stain.
Right? It is a bloodbath over there. Yes, now the E card. Let's see, where was this E card originally?
Above the H.
Perfect match. Next up is the T card. Well, that will be going right to the bottom middle. Great, that fits in right there. Now the N card. That's right, we got the N card. Let's see, where's this N card originally?
Nope,
Oh,
nope,
shit.
nope. The stains doesn't match up if you look at the place right. That card there. How could you not see that? Are those ridiculous bangs obscuring your vision?
Hey, you don't have to be so rude about it. Oh, whatever, I'll try again. Alright, yeah.
Alright.
Look the same. Silly.
What?
Look at the stain, you silly marshmallow.
I'm not a marshmallow anymore. I'm apparently a goober.
You are a marshmallow.
What?
Whether
You're a
anybody
marsh-
else likes it or not.
You're a marshmallow being goober. You're going to live with it and you're going to like it.
Do I have to die with it?
Yes!
Fuck!
Maybe.
Well, let me die quicker. Before I have more names on my damn plate. I was almost done. The last card is 4.
I wonder where the last card goes.
I wonder where the last
somewhere
all
down,
stained card.
somewhere down here. Oh wow, we scream take that for that one. You're our marshmallow goober bean. Do you know what? Just because you said that, I'm going to the toilet.
Can't even bother to switch it to the be right back screen. Professional. I guess you may now all set the forbidden N word with the N card.
Hope everyone is doing well so far this week. Welcome back.
Yeah, I was upset. Call me a goober.
And I'll do it again.
Oh, now I'm a biscuit. Oh. Was originally supposed to be Owen 4th. And this original message is our clue to the identity of a true culprit. What?
Okay, I just saw something that actually just shocked me for a moment. Sorry.
What?
What would you say if I said that Feathers McGraw is coming back?
Feathers McGraw?
Wallace and Gromit.
No way!
Yes way. I'll put it in the...
Your
in our
boy
little
Wallace
screen.
is coming back?
Vengeance Most Foul.
Oh my god.
And there's like a 20-second teaser trailer.
My boy Wallace is back.
And
He's coming back
looks
with
like it's-
Wensleydale.
And looks like it will be coming back this winter. So that's something to look forward to.
You know what? It's funny enough that Wallace and Gromit are the ones that saved Wensleydale.
Yeah. That indignant look on the prosecutor's sad monk's face is positively priceless.
This is absurd. Who was originally Owen 4th? It wasn't wet number 4. Maybe the law. Oh my god. Order in the court. Wow, I never would have imagined that there was more to these cards than meets the eye. So now that that's settled, what does Owen 4th mean? Wait, am I?
Who else is supposed to provide it an explanation? Of course it's you.
Well, I haven't thought that far yet. Change the cards around all you'd like. But if you cannot explain what the message means, then it was worthless as you are, defense.
No, it's not worthless.
What?
Hang on. No,
No.
that's still stupid.
Oh, this is going on everywhere. This case could have been done ages ago. So the spring chick that fancies itself to a graceful swan is brought back down to earth. I have to do something, but what?
Still your thoughts for a second. There's a perfectly good witness to question over there.
Oh, right. That's a good idea. Come on, Fina, get a hold of yourself. Uendo, does the phrase Owen 4th mean anything to you? Is that a cigarette as well?
No, there's no one named Owen in the Tornado family or our circle of friends. Go ahead, ask anybody you like.
Can't be serious. Having rummaged through your empty mind, I see you have, as expected, turned up nothing.
Silence.
I'm afraid I have no idea who the devil this Owen Forth is either. But the fact remains that the cards were rearranged to pin the blame on Mr. Wheat. That in itself proves that the defendant isn't the real culprit.
Prosecutor Blackwell's right. Besides, the important question here is not who does the message point to, but rather who rearranged the cards.
Why didn't you point it out earlier if you already knew?
Sorry. In any case, there were two opportunities for someone to rearrange the cards. Fucking hell, bit my tongue. The first was when Mr. Wet entered the dressing room, and the second was when Mr. Uendo discovered the body.
Are you accusing me of rearranging the cards? Me, who came to testify out of the goodness of my heart?
Well, you didn't exactly come running out screaming straight away, did you? Even a mere 2 to 3 minutes is more than enough time to get up to some devilry. So, what exactly were you doing in there, Uendo? There's the nerves. Put down the tea and spit out your answer.
It's the prosecuting? What's a guy supposed to do at a time like this?
Silence is more precious than diamonds. Witness, therefore you need only stay silent. The defense is devious. They are waiting for you to make it slip off the tongue.
Oh, I see. So that's what they're after, is it? In that case... Your Honor, I've decided not to say another word.
Very good. After all, your right to remain silent is protected by law. Well, Prosecutor Blackwell, have any other brilliant ideas you'd like to share?
Did you hear that, Sightstoner? A Rakugo artist who is afraid to speak. Who's ever heard of such a thing?
Are you trying to taunt him into talking? Such a petty trick would never work.
That's right. I'm not going to fall for it.
I'm only asking to hear your story. Besides, is it not your job to tell your tales if there is an audience to listen?
Even so, I have the right to refuse to answer.
The more you keep quiet, the more we want you to talk. That's simply human nature. Isn't that right, people of the gallery? Oh, isn't this poetic justice?
Rubble!
Isn't this just poetic justice?
Wow, we switched it all around.
That is how Blackquill works. The Twisted Samurai strikes again. This is why Blackquill is probably one of my most favorite prosecutors out of it.
I think he's a favorite to everyone, really.
Even with this wonderful audience in front of you, you still refuse to talk. If so, then perhaps you chose the wrong line of work, my friend.
Are you saying I should quit? Because I'm not afraid to speak my mind, I'll have you know. Oh, that's what I just said. It is scary to talk. It's absolutely terrifying. But no, as a Rakugo artist, I must talk. If I don't, how can I ever show my face on stage again?
I don't know, maybe one of the other fucking personalities could do it for you.
Well, that's why he's using this personality.
Your Honor, I'm ready to testify.
He did it. He managed to convince Uendo of his power of suggestion technique.
Bully for you, Endo. Oh, that's a real Rakugo artist. That's as a real Rakugo artist should be.
All right, if the witness wishes to testify, then by all means, please do. Be turned by such an obvious ploy. What a man of weak spirit.
I find it funny that he's basically angry that someone fell the same ploy that he used against Athena earlier. Oh, again, the poetic justice.
After my performance, I went to visit Shisho. I called him from outside the room, but he didn't reply. When I entered the dressing room, I saw Shisho, who was slumped over the table, motionless.
What I can tell, there do not appear to be any inconsistencies in the testimony.
Of course there aren't any. Because I'm not trying to hide anything.
Prosecutor Muddy's right. I don't see any inconsistency. Inconsistent either. I did pick up some faint discord in Yuando's heart. Ponder all you would like, defense, but it is pointless. Your Honor, I believe there is no need for further deliberation. I disagree, Your Honor. The Oh, God. Sorry, I got fucking... Yeah.
Ooh, getting a bit gassy over there.
I'm always gassy, I don't know why. I detected discord in the voice of the witness's heart. There's a clear indication that Yuendo is facing some sort of inner turmoil. Are you saying what I think you're saying, Miss Sykes? Yes, Your Honor. The defense would like to conduct a quick therapy session on this witness.
Objection.
Yuendo, there's no need for you to submit this so-called therapy.
It's fine by me. I have nothing to hide. Bring it on.
Impetuous fool! Why will you not listen to the guidance of this humble servant of the Holy Mother? If the witness wishes to proceed, I see no problem, prosecutor.
In one ear, out the other. It seems this performer has no need for your so-called guidance, prosecutor sad monk.
Just know this, Yuendo. Your folly will surely earn you divine reputation.
Retribution.
Retribution. Thanks, Simon. I'm gonna make the most of this opportunity you created for me.
Just keep your wits about you.
I will. Yuendo, could you tell us more about what happened in the dressing room? Okay. Let's see.
Why would he be happy at this point?
Yeah, what would... Yeah.
Okay, let's just see what the rest of it says before we...
Yeah, all
That
right.
makes sense.
So why is he still happy when he didn't reply then?
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't he just feel like nothing at that moment, maybe?
Maybe I'd probably say a slight bit.
You want to know something?
No.
No, apparently not. Okay. Oh, let's just go skip through this quickly.
Okay, so it's not like you're losing anything here. At least that's right. Actually, wait. There's no shock.
Yeah, all right then. So yeah, we'll go for the shock then.
On four. I mean, look.
Yeah, you just straight up sad. No shock to it. You end up noticing something strange with these emotions.
Something stranger with cheesy toe skin, you say?
Ew. No, something strange with these emotions. How could you have heard something strange with cheesy toe skin?
I don't know. Maybe it's me who got some cheese in my ears.
All right, some of your sandbags have gone down. Did he will the floor to open up and swallow his cushions out of shame for that bad joke? The point I'm trying to make is that I noticed something unexpected in your emotions. Now stop hiding and come out where we can see you. Bailiff, please bring the witness a few replacement cushions. God.
Why does he need cushions
What
anyway?
the fuck? Yes, I'd love to see his crotch area.
I'm just like I just can't help myself. It's just like what? Why?
So, what was this unexpected thing you noticed?
Oh, come on. His Honor has said a few cushions, not a few dozen. And I would have all had a good laugh. Please continue. Oh, my fucking God.
I'm just gonna say it now. I'm just gonna say it now. I've been looking forward to this trial in particular for one reason and one reason alone. It's the comedy case.
Who's laughing? Oh, focus, Athena. Don't let yourself get rattled. When you entered the room and saw your master slump motionless over the table, you weren't the least bit shocked, you Endo. Don't you think that's a little odd?
Is it though?
The lack of surprise means you weren't prepared for what you saw. And I think I know why. The reason Endo wasn't shaken when he saw his master's dead body is because... He knew?
There's a possibility that he knew, or he was zoned out. No, but...
Oh, it could be. No, he must have knew then. Endo, I think maybe the reason you weren't shaken was because you already knew you would find your master dead. What?
What kind of thing is that to say? You've got it all wrong. Oh, right. I just remembered something.
There's so much comedy in this, and Tim ain't chuckled.
I thought Chisho was just sleeping when I first saw him.
Balls today. You thought he was sleeping? Oh, it sounds plausible, but... What made you think he was asleep?
Well, he had his head and arms up on the table as if he were taking a nap.
I'm not too
Oh,
sure
and
how
one
that
other
looks,
thing.
but go on.
There was that note, too.
A note? What note? Ah, he must be talking about this. Resting. Do not disturb. It appears to have been written by the victim. Allow me to read it. I think we fucking can tell. Resting. Do not disturb.
Yes, that's the note I saw. After reading that, who wouldn't think Chisho was napping?
That is pretty reasonable assumption. You gotta be kidding me.
No, the fact that the prosecution was hiding that note is telling.
And we're still going on.
That's right. I saw this note, so that's why I thought Chisho was asleep. I want to change my testimony to include that statement.
Alright, I'll run an update. Okay. Why are you pissed?
Let's see what the next page says first.
Okay, so that's now.
Okay, so now he
Correct.
seems shocked. Okay, so it must be the anger.
Yendo, I know something funny in your emotions again.
Funny, you say? I guess an entertainer of my caliber can make people laugh, even with my emotions.
I don't mean that kind of funny. Quite the opposite, actually. When you entered the dressing room, I see that you suddenly felt anger.
Oh, there's Jake.
Yeah, and where the hell was he? Oh, wait. What I want to know is, what made you feel angry all of a sudden?
What? Let's see. Oh yeah, now I remember. As I was going in, I whacked my little
Oh, hey,
piggy on
Jampia.
something. I was annoyed at my own clumsiness.
Wait, you mean you mean you stubbed your pinky toe?
Just a little bump on my little piggy. No big deal. It's embarrassing, really.
That's more like he's hiding something. I better dig up a little. I better dig a little deeper. No need to be embarrassed, you Endo. But I'm afraid it's something we need to look into. I don't really see anything you could have stubbed your toe on. In the area around the dressing room door in this picture. Or maybe there was something there at the time? You Endo, what exactly did you stub your toe on?
Objection.
What an irrelevant question. You just honored the soul of the victim of these unnecessary delays.
You tell her, really. Who doesn't stub their toe every once in a while? Really gotta fuss over every small detail like this?
Well, the thing is... Even the most subtle of fluctuations in a person's psyche can clue us into the truth. That's why it's important to get to the bottom of this question. Plus, if I back down now, who knows what new insult Simon will hurl my way. Is there already no trace left or what Uendo stubbed his...
There is, actually.
What in the world might have been in there that is not there now?
There's a little something that's been... The TV, it's been dragged.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, look! There's something that's... There's an imprint right next to the body. On the floor.
There?
Yeah.
I think that's for the table.
But that just kind of proves the point. There was some... Because that would have proved that it's... Because think about it. How else did he find out that his master wasn't sleeping? That's where I'm going from. Remember what the question was. Press history. What in the world might have been there then, but not there now? So point at that indication. I'm very confident about this. Oh, come on!
Uendo, did you stub your toe on the table?
Wait a minute. Well, it does appear that something hit the table and moved it. Uendo said he stubbed his toe as he was entering the dressing room.
Yeah, and that table looks pretty far from the door. Could what bumped into the table also be a clue as to what Uendo stubbed his toe on?
Careless answers will only hurt us here. So think carefully before you speak again.
Right. There's really no trace of left where.
Okay, so at least it wasn't a wrong answer. It just wasn't the one we're looking for.
All right, so that one let us off.
Because it was something that you could have actually got an answer about.
TV then?
That's the only other thing.
That's the only thing that could.
Well, yeah, because look at the plug-in. It's unplugged.
Please take a good look at the photograph of the crime scene.
Is that talking about the paper?
Do you see it? This long track that goes from the door all the way across the room. Oh.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I did notice that track.
Now that you mention it,
It is from the
do
TV.
see traces of something getting dragged. And the drag mark ends there at the TV. This implies that the TV was originally by the door. I'm convinced that this TV is the object of the witness stubbed his toe on. Well, you endo, how about it?
Yes, you're right. That was the TV.
There's still some Discord left, though.
Yeah, the noise level dropped again.
Yes, I stubbed my pinky toe on the TV. But what of it? Why is it so important to you?
The noise went down, but it hasn't completely disappeared yet. But which means he's still hiding something. Okay, let's try this tactic instead. Endo, why was the TV moved there?
Shisha must have moved it when he moved it so he could watch my routine. But what a place to put it, right in the middle of the doorway like that. I didn't want to bump into it again, so I put it back where it belonged.
Performances on stage can be viewed in the dressing room using that TV?
That's right. It's a closed-circuit monitor that shows the stage.
Important information, actually.
I see. Now what? I can't find anything else out of place. I still haven't gotten the noise level down to 0 yet. Well, I'm still getting noise here, but I don't see anything else fishy.
This is precisely why amateurs are such a bother.
Sorry.
Ow.
I'm in no mood to play nursemaid here, but if that's what it takes to save the sober shop. Hoi, Uendo. Here's a curiosity for you. This table Master Tornado is thumped over. Looks like it was moved. Did you happen to bump into it while you were moving the TV back?
Oh my! Yes, you're right. The TV hit the table and Shisha's body moved with a jolt. That's when I first realized that Shisha was dead. Oh, but how scared I was.
I see. Thank you. We're finally getting a more precise picture of how the body was discovered. But I'd wager you'd need to put the spurs to Urendo just for a trifle longer.
Right. I can't keep asking Simon to bail me out like this. It's time for me to regain my footing and stand on my own. Uendo, what you said just now about discovering your master's death, could you please describe all of that again for the court in detail?
All right.
But before you do, let me
Seems way too happy
plug
about
in the
that.
latest information. Impi.
Seems way too happy about that.
Okay, so we've seen this.
When I opened the door, I thought he was sleeping.
Okay.
I tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed my toe on the TV.
Of course, angry about that.
When I put the TV back in its normal spot, I realized that Shisha was dead.
Okay, yep, this makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Seeing him slumped over like that at a classic table, Ushisho. Why is he more shocked than sad?
Yeah, he's
Like,
a bit...
I understand.
Why is he worrying about the cluttered table? A man is
think-
dead!
No, I think that's just positioning to basically be like, why is he? Like, I understand the amount of shock, but at the same time, it's the sadness to either match or overpower just doesn't make sense.
That's odd. After the initial shock of finding the victim dead, you reacted with surprise again. What was it that that surprised you, Endo? Besides your master's death.
What do you mean?
What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master?
Search me. Your little thingy must have made a mistake.
Silence.
The girl is as sharp as a trout, to be sure. But her ability to hear people's emotion is absolute. Now, get to remembering, Endo. What was it that surprised you?
That was a compliment, right?
Maybe. To be determined.
Oh, what? No, we
Rude.
pushed him back too hard. Pushed him too hard. Now he's mentally all over the place. Oh, like
It's
me.
gonna be. It's time for an emotional reflux.
You wanna know my Discord level? It's fucking 200. His emotions are completely out of control.
Please stop. You need to. Jesus, man! If your Discord's going out of control, just mute your pings.
Out of control. Care to explain how that's relevant?
You know how normally I listen for the hidden emotions of the witness's voices, right?
Oh, seems you need to plug in your batteries.
Stupid. Goddamn.
There's a reason I just leave mine plugged in.
Well, well, it gets on my nerves half the time. From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimony and those emotions. Sometimes the person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get proper readings.
So that's how your matrix programs work. Fascinating.
I don't know why you're so fucking... Yeah.
No, I think because he's always watched it from the other side. He's never actually been involved in it, so it's kind of like a learning experience for him because he's actually on the same side as Athena.
I suppose. Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control. But it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time.
Yeah, It looks like it's anger.
God.
So we need to point out what has caused him anger.
Oh.
Okay.
That's still kind of mixed.
No, because this is completely different.
This is going
I know it's
bonkers.
different, but I mean, the base strongest emotions kind of made sense at that moment.
No.
No, his emotions are going out of control.
Yeah,
No,
like I said.
Actually, no. There was an inconsistency from the rest of the testimony, from the previous testimony, because at the door, he was smiling.
I knew it.
Let's go your knickers in a bunch now.
Say that in America, you think you're being racist. Endo has multiple emotions running out of control at the same time. Say, God damn, what's my voice now? Never seen anything like this ever.
He went from a pony to a horse.
Dang.
So how does one bring a situation like this back under control?
I have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat him. If I can identify what's causing these emotions rampage, then I can prod anyone to divide even
Probe?
further. Huh?
Probe.
Yeah, whatever. I need to point out what I think is the root cause and hit probe. For this process, I can definitely exactly what's causing Uendo so much distress.
And that'll bring his emotion back under control. In that case, let's get started, shall we?
Alright, I can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot. Time to look for a root cause of Uendo's rampaging emotions. Okay.
So he started off as angry and then sad at what before outside. I think I actually know what the actual cause of it is. It's Shisho himself.
Well, when he approached the door, he was angry for, like, seemingly no reason.
Yeah.
So, wait, hold on.
Because he must have thought that he was ignoring him.
No. Back to the beginning.
Yeah, the first three statements. They were
Before he
completely
entered
different.
the room.
Sadness. And then on his way to the performance, he was angry. After the performance, he was
Yeah.
angry going to visit
Why
Shisho.
was he so angry?
But I'm almost confident that everything points to Shisho.
Yeah, but it's fine.
You know what? I think I might know, actually. I think Timber was right. He was looking at the cards.
Yeah, like, why was he obsessed with the cluttered table? Surely you would not focus on the messy table
And I
and
was
focus
right.
on the dead guy.
I get it now. The cards were the root cause of it all. Don't try to deny it. You can't hide your feelings from me. The dying message that was left at the scene of the crime is what causing your distress. And if the dying message was the cause of those feelings, then that means the phrase "Owen Forth" must mean something to you. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Told you it was weird.
There,
Like,
noise level 0.
Somebody's
Finally.
dead in front of you and you're focusing on the dirty table.
The dying message consists of 2 words, Owen and Forth. But neither of those 2 words have anything to do with this witness.
Sure about that?
This topic warrants no further argument. Sure, there may not seem to be any direct connection between Uendo and the message. For now. But why don't you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory?
I trust you've hit upon something, Athena.
Yep, if my theory is right, we can finally solve the case of Uendo and the mysterious Owen Forth. God.
Well then, go on.
I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now, please share your theory with the court, Miss Sykes.
Be prepared to show evidence afterwards.
There was something puzzling to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now. Namely, that there were 3 distinct reactions present. I've never seen that before, and I wondered how it could be possible. Is there a conclusion to this meandering musing of yours?
Meandering.
Hold your horses, I'm getting there. So could a person be flipped between the 3 distinct emotions with such insanity like a switch? In the end, I concluded that it just wasn't possible.
So that's it, is it? A bit of uncontroversial, all but
a bit unconventional, but I'll grant that it's possible within the realms of psychology.
Oh, we're in the realm of psychology? I'm afraid you have to explain for the old man up here on the bench.
I like how he calls himself.
Would you want him to
That's
lie?
multiple personality.
Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo is a robot. Oh my god.
Multiple personalities.
Can I just, I want to see the funny reaction out of this one. You'd be surprised to hear that Uendo is actually a robot. Why not show your true self now, Uendo? Give us an old beep, bop, bop, boop, boop. You. Wow.
Okay.
Fucking wow.
I'm surprised you didn't just save it just so we... If there was an achievement for this as well, that would have been brilliant.
I like how the name changed.
And also they did the beep boot from the...
Fucking previous. Are you doing this?
You are correct. I am a robot. Beep, burp, burp. Ha! What a space cadet.
Oh, very nice. What a good sport the witness is playing for. What a good sport the witness is for playing along. With adventure joker for theory, that is. Okay, so he's not a robot. Beep, boop, boop.
Oh, one sec.
No, bull.
Food.
Oh, do you know what? Fuck it. I've got to see this one as well. Let me just save it actually for this now. Maybe Uendo has supernatural powers?
Oh, yes. I make these butterflies dance in the air of psychokinesis. Not. They're floating on the breeze of my fan. That's all. I'm very sad to say I don't have any supernatural powers.
Oh, you switch between funny and serious characters so seamlessly. Marvelous. Only the defense's conjecturing was as well as practice. All right. No supernatural powers.
Better just load up previous save. Just so we
Christ.
have at least one extra hit.
With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has this. Oh my god, what?
Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, these. What does that even mean? Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's jest. Multiple personality disorder? A preposterous proposition indeed. Proposition indeed.
Proposition, yeah.
Would you not agree, witness?
How did she know? How did she figure it out? And suddenly he looks like an idiot.
Well, with the way you keep switching personas all the time, I don't think it's hard to fucking really go with. Polinica! I can't believe it. I did it. I did it, Simon. I've read papers on it before, but I think I see a case of it myself.
Right. Fugo artists tell stories as different characters, but as different in personalities. Hey you, lawyer girl. You got a problem with us, huh?
No, no problem at all. This is all very hard to believe. But now that we've established that the witness has multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to this court?
Uendo Tonido, I'm a Rakugo storyteller, as you know.
I told you it looked like he had fucking multiple
Oh,
personalities.
jeez.
He was reacting so schizophrenic.
That name just gives me PTSD. Hello, everybody. I'm Patches, the friendly jester here. Kisagawa, courtesan.
And is that all of you?
Yes, that is all of us.
So there are 3 personalities in total. Uendo, Patches, and Kisagawa. Huh,
Kisagawa, yeah.
Kisagawa. Well, Simon, what do you think now?
That you're one lucky duck. Just be glad that they were dense enough to help you out.
Oh, can't you just straight up say I did great for a change?
Of course not.
You appear to be quite proud of yourself, Defense. But all you have done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. I couldn't disagree more, Prosecutor. Now that we know that there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new interpretation. Oh, now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes?
Oh, and number 4.
Knowing what we know about Uendo and his personalities, this makes perfect sense.
That's
Oh, and number 4.
Oh, and number 4. Oh, God. The curator cards. That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dime message left at the scene. We didn't have a clue as to what Owen Forth could have possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Uendo and his personalities, isn't it possible that Owen Forth actually means a secret 4th personality of Uendo's? Personally named Owen? What? Pull in the car. Uendo must have kept this. Say that again.
dissociative identity disorder.
All right, you don't have to say the whole thing. I'll just that one word.
Did.
You bull! Identity disorder from us because you didn't want to be associated in any way with that dying message.
No, that's not why. We kept our disorder a secret for a different reason altogether.
So do they all have disorders? Like every single one of these fucking people in this goddamn show. Oh wait, yeah, they do.
Well, everyone that's part of this character, at least. We've been taking advantage of our affliction to various Rakugo characters.
I mean, we've got a guy that has a fetish for balloons. A guy that's drunk. That's probably just an act.
If word of this got out, well, our reputation as a Rakugo artist would be tarnished, as would the Tornado name. That's why you kept it a secret from everyone except members of the Tornado school. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us here. A plausible enough sounding story. But it doesn't prove you didn't rearrange the cards, does it? But
I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards. Which is somebody actually agreeing with us. However, it is not also possible that the accused killed Master Tornado. Hey man, this has gone on, and then left that message in order to frame the witness. Oh, and upon noticing the cards when he found the victim's body, Uendo rearranged them.
a fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. No one outside the Tornado
The school knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Uendo just finished himself.
Ah, that is true. But ultimately meaningless point. The witness was only in the dressing room for the 2 to 3 minutes. That's far too little to commit murder, wouldn't you say?
No, it only takes a second to
Then
commit
who's to
murder.
say he couldn't have done it before his discovery? That spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten Prosecutor Blackwell's testimony? God damn, what's taking Rosa along with the dog? Someone's testimony? Oh.
Giru escorted me to the dressing room. But we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed from within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done.
That's right. And just a few moments ago before Uendo entered the dressing room. Tuendo was confirmed to be still alive.
Yeah!
No, none. Sorry. Not only that,
That's
but
not proof.
Uendo was on stage until just before he discovered the body. The bulletproof alibi that I have already confirmed with several audience members. Oh no! I also heard that his Reku performance that day was a steaming pile of... Well, you get the picture. Steaming pile of goat shit?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Really stunk up the place I did. And yet, I have the perfect alibi.
Indeed. Why not lend a coup
Coup de grace.
de grace on the defense by describing your alibi, witness?
Okie dokie, Smokey.
Oh my fucking god. This goes on.
I know, and I kind of want to get some sleep
Oh, I think this is the last fucking testimony.
for this part.
Yeah, I know.
I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I'll never be able to live down how terribly I bombed during that very important show.
Oh, we still got everyone in chat. I think we lost everyone. And Uendo was on stage before he found the body, so we could not have committed this crime. It is time to let it all go, defense, and move on. Oh my god. We'll get this, Prosecutor Samadi. The Right Anything Agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end.
Sometimes literally, if needed.
There. Allow me to say this once more. Let it go and move on. Allow me to say once more. I'm never gonna give you up. Let it go. Never. This is pointless. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could, you foolish child. Your worthless convictions only serve to prolong this accuser's suffering and his stream to go on before fucking 12 a.m. If words will not sway you, then perhaps pain will. Oh, what's on that? Oh no! Anything but this? Oh my god. This is abuse. What's the big idea, Prosecutor Samadi? That was a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. You're now a bit more inclined to give up as instructed? As if. In that case, you must require another dose.
And here comes Blackwell.
Finally.
Not bloody likely.
Oh my god! You all fall down?
Yep. I don't give two flips about your beliefs. But if Sykes Donners were to submit to you here, I won't be able to eat good sober anymore.
Oh my god. That's right.
I like how that's all that matters to him.
For Mr. Wright's future, Mr. Wright, my god, Mr. Wet's future and Prosecutor Blackwell's stomach, I will never give up. You were Rudy's words defense of that, I can assure you. Where's Rose? He would have been fucking making me cry in a minute with the most outraged Indian voice.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare do it because I would just be very much accused of being racist.
Okay, let's see. Let's go on. Let's press on his third statement. Do you have any idea what went wrong?
I'm not sure if it was my performance or if it was just that particular audience. Or maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time.
I guess that makes sense. Still wonder how they could have flopped at his own commemorative show. Maybe I should dig into things a bit more.
What was performed?
Yeah. Could you tell which Riku story you performed?
I could, but I'm not sure it would mean anything to the uninitiated.
Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me?
Alright, if you insist. The story performed was called Otoki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba.
Oh, that is
Time
actually
sober, huh?
important information.
Maybe Uendo's right. He's only said the name of the routine and I'm already lost. Ah. So you performed Time Sober, did you? What? You know it, Prosecutor Saramadi? In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you do well to prepare better for your next trial. Ah,
Why would she have to
damn it.
fucking know
What's
about
Time Sober about?
Look it up yourself.
rude?
Allow me to give an overview. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at the street stall. How you doing, sir? And I see you
Okay.
got seafood, hamaki soba and mixed toppings. Okay. I have a bowl of shippoku? My God. But there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and soup of what? You know it, sir. One should be coming right up. So, how's business? Not so great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great because things can only get better from here, right?
Because
Well,
fuck is
prosecutor.
somebody-
The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he was done eating, he goes on to pay for his soba. So how much do I owe you? That'd be 60 moons, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have small change on me. I count the coins into your palm so you can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, thanks and bye. Very well done, Prosecutor Saramadi. That was very excellent. Huh? I don't get it. What's so funny about that?
Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one.
I swear, do not ask Saramadi what anything is. It will just go into the whole shebang.
Then, just after counting 8, he asked about the time.
Fucking imagine asking Saramadi, what was Hitler like? He would
Basically,
go about the whole fucking childhood.
Basically, the guy committed his theft in the form of not paying.
So in other words, he did a rose.
And the sober vendor answered with 9.
Oh, now I get it. He made the vendor say 9 and then he said, and then he could continue counting from 10.
Exactly. He cheated the sober and out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 mon for his soba. The story ends on that punchline. You can look up the rest of the details yourself.
Is soba the noodles?
Yes. Soba noodles.
God, what's next? What other noodle fucking name are we gonna have? Vodka noodles.
Or I'm sure prosecutor Sad
Don't
Monk over
tempt the Russians.
Or I'm sure prosecutor Sad Monk over there would love to perform it for you after court.
Basically, it's the story about a man cheating on his sober bill. It's kind of petty, isn't it? Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? I'm sober is such a well-known staple of the...
Objection.
Fine, so you studied a lot. But we don't have time to lecture detour right now, prosecutor Sad Monk.
Oh, I wanted to hear a little bit more. Well, I suppose it is an off-topic. Getting back to the matter at hand, Miss Sykes, the witness stated that the story I performed is called Oh god, hold on.
Toki Soba.
Toki Sober, sorry, I've got fucking another boat coming in. Otherwise known as Time Sober. Would you like to add this statement to his testimony?
Yes.
Why even fucking ask? Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to have it added. Very well. Time Sober.
That's the thing. What was a victim well known for doing? If you look at the letter we got, the invitation. There's the evidence.
Sober glutton routine.
Yeah.
And finding mustard doing.
See? Contradiction.
Oh, you were not meant to
Yeah.
do the time sober.
Yeah.
You meant to do something else. Yuendo, isn't there something odd about the routine you performed?
Odd? No, I don't think there's anything odd about it.
But that's exactly what I find odd. The fact that you don't think it's odd.
Objection.
We are discussing the witness's alibi at the moment, defense. The show program is completely irrelevant. That's where you're wrong, Prosecutor Samadi. The reason being it contradicts the statement the witness just made. Yuendo, do you know what this is?
No, what is it?
This is an invitation to the show, sent from Master to Endo to Prosecutor Blackwell. Sorry. Including the invitation is a rundown of the show's program, which clearly states the time sober was to be performed by Master to Endo himself. Tornado, yeah. Oh no. Yuendo, why did you perform the routine your master was scheduled to do? Well,
you see, the reason for that is... How do I say this? You see, let's say it was a prank. That's right, it was just a little joke, you see? I was trying to surprise Shiso by performing his routine before he did.
I don't know if I buy that. Was doing the victim's routine really just for laughs, or... Hey, didn't someone happen to hear Time Sober coming from the dressing room during Yuendo's performance out on stage? Seems like a bit too much of a coincidence. Wait, can it be?
What's the matter? You look like a hen with a dozen eggs to lay.
So stop comparing me to birds.
He can't help it. That's all he knows.
Get a bird for a pet, for goodness sake.
Then cease
Yeah,
this brain.
I'm kind of disappointed. I was wondering if he'd throw his bird at the fucking cross.
If something has
funny.
occurred to you, then lay it out for us already.
Oh.
Jeez, can you stop with the egg puns?
Hey, birds and eggs. Let's get on with it.
Don't breed resentment in those watching your performance. He's just laying in on the birds.
You even said laying.
Ta-dum.
Okay. I don't have a ton of confidence in this theory, but here goes. It looks like Uendo's alibi checks out, Your Honor, but even though he was on stage at the time, he may have been trying to...
Obfuscate.
Okay. I had no idea that was a word. Obfuscate a crucial detail about this case.
Yeah. Obfuscate. Basically,
I have no idea that was a word.
Confuse.
Okay.
It definitely fucking worked.
I thought that was a misspelling. Are you referring to the sober
didn't
bill
even
the
look
man tried
English.
to skip on in the witness's story? I'm not talking about the... I'm not talking about the Rakugu story, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry. But then, what are you talking about, Miss Sykes? What Uendo may have been trying to deceive us about was...
The time of the victim's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uendo tried to deceive us about the time of the victim's death. What? It just was eating and dealing with crazy siblings. Oh, of course. What gibberish. Prosecutor Blackwell even testified to the time of the victim's death. I know. But he only testified that way because he and Guro had been completely taken in. You mean by the sober build thing? Would you please forget about the story for a second, Your Honor?
I was deceived.
Pray tell, how did Uendo manage to deceive two people while he was performing on stage? Well, that's easy. What he had to do was use a certain prop in the dressing room. Oh, and what about that, B?
The TV.
The prop Uendo used was...
The TV.
TV.
Like, yeah, because think about it.
This TV was used to view what was happening on the stage. Prosecutor Blackwell, when you came to the dressing room, what was Uendo doing?
He was performing time sober. Boss, could it be?
Yes, it could, and it was. What you and Guru heard was not Master Saba Tuendo practicing his routine. It was Uendo's performance as he has heard through this TV monitor's speakers. What? Well, the TV just inside the inner door of the dressing room. It could easily be heard from the hallway outside.
And because we knew Master Tornado was scheduled to perform time sober, we were easily manipulated into thinking he was still alive at the time rehearsing.
Yes, your knowledge of the
See,
days...
if he didn't, you just assumed that he was alive.
Yes, your knowledge of the day's program is why the two of you could be fooled this way. Simon, did the voice you hear belong to Master Tuendo?
With the doors in the way, I couldn't tell exactly whose voice it belongs to. But because I heard time sober, I just assumed it was Master Tornado. I can't believe I was taken in by such a simple mind game.
All of that is mere conjecture. Where is your proof defense? Uendo moved the TV back when he discovered the body. After all, he couldn't very well leave it by the door. Because then
As he
someone
also
might have figured
tripped.
out that trick he was been playing. Ugh. And there's one more thing about Uendo's actions that's suspicious. And that is... the fact that he flopped so badly on such an important occasion. What's so suspicious about that? Even pros slip up once in a while, you know? Well, I believe that this time it was intentional. Because Uendo knew it'd be strange to hear laughter coming from the dressing room. Oh my!
Yipes!
It's all just a bit too perfect to be sheer coincidence. Plus, if the voice prosecutor Blackwell and Euroheard was due to the Uendo scheming, then the victim's time of death could have been earlier than 4 p.m. In other words, Uendo could have killed Master Tornado himself.
We got you to divide the stones now, Uendo. So you'd better confess everything.
Well, witness, what do you have to say for yourself? We demand an explanation. Uendo!
Yeah. I confess. I tampered with the crime scene.
What? Oh. Whoa.
Well, yeah, that was kind of fucking obvious when you said you moved the TV.
Well, at the time, that wouldn't have been tampering with the crime scene because you wouldn't have realized it was one.
Yeah, he didn't know he was dead.
That's basically where you could actually make that claim is not tampering with a crime scene at that point.
Is it the defense's claim that Uendo Tornado is a true murderer in this case? If he tampered the crime scene, then we have to at least consider him a suspect.
Now, wait just 1 minute. Yes, I admit to messing with the dressing room, but I didn't kill Shisho.
Then why did you tamper with the crime scene?
Exactly.
I refuse to answer that question.
What?
What? If you suspect this witness, then I have a question for you. Oh, what could it be this time? Uendo had absolutely no reason to murder TL, fuck me. After all, why would Uendo kill the man who recognized his skills and promoted him? Oh! Well, his motive was, oh, I can't think of a single thing. It appears you are also not aware of any... it appears you are also not aware of one other fact. And that is... that the accused visited the dressing room before 4 p.m. as well. Is it not natural then to suppose that the accused killed the victim at that time? What? Nobody told me Mr. Wet had also gone there before 4 p.m. Why did you bring this up now?
Because again, he's a dick.
We were only discussing the time frame after 4 p.m., so I don't think to mention it.
Yeah, don't think. To
But now that you have made the time period before 4 p.m. relevant... Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. So you really do not know what your client was doing during that time frame, do you? Well, it was very sudden and, why did you wait until the very last second to contact me, Simon?
Don't you give me that look. And just so you know, Bucky never told me he had visited the master before 4 p.m. either.
Oh, this sort of thing is exactly why that prosecutor keeps calling me unprepared. The defense will stop squabbling in this instant. Sorry, Your Honor. Prosecutor Shamadi, please continue. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm just going to have to say that whilst the defense is squabbling, I'm going to be scrambling to bed because I just really need to get some sleep.
I will just say tomorrow I won't be streaming this because Summer Game Fest.
You won't be streaming this?
No, we will be streaming Summer Games Fest.
Fair enough.
Will you be with us?
I'll see if I'm free for that.
Well, it'll be 10 p.m.
Then I might be. I will have to find out for sure.
All right.
All right. See you later.
See you later.
Yep.
Defense, you know of the soba making implements in the dressing room, correct? Is he talking about the equipment for making soba noodles? You speak of the large bowl. You speak of the large bowl that is used to mix buckwheat flour and water. Excuse me a minute. The long rolling pin and the special knife that is used to cut the dough into noodles. Precisely. These tools all came from the accused soba shop. You mean they didn't belong to Master Tornado? Mr. Wet had visited the dressing room to give the victim a soba making lesson. And that visit was 4 p.m. I'm afraid that the accused needed a dough and made those noodles. He committed the act of murder. Wait, that doesn't add up. Mr. Wet killed the victim before 4 p.m. Why would he return to the room that late at that time? Oh no. Oh, hi again. You know what? I need to go to the toilet again.
It looks fabulous. And also a sellout. Fucking. Why would you do that? That just seems lame to me. I'm not good at it. Sorry. Hear the marshmallow's door.
Huh?
I heard the marshmallow's door.
Oh, that's cool for you. Wet sober, unit and caboodle when it comes to noodles.
You're kitten caboodle.
Marshmallow had to go potty. Oh my. Hi, Miss Chickadee. Hey, Simon. The ration I went back is cause Master. Oh god. Mr. Wet. Yesterday I brought noodle making. Where is Rose, man? Tusha into the dressing room around 2 p.m. That's
Fucking
when
drunk.
Master Tornado ordered uncooked soba noodles to stock up on. Uncooked noodles to stock up on? Yes, ma'am. Master Tornado kept a supply of soba noodles in my shop in this fridge. Did these noodles make you drunk or something? He only ordered a serving left, so I went back to my shop to get some more. One serving of noodles in the fridge. I thought the fridge was practically empty. Anyway, the whereabouts of the missing noodles isn't all that important now. You ran into me and Guru when you came back to deliver the uncooked soba, correct? That's right, Simon. I made time out of my busy day to deliver him the noodles. And you know what? He ignored me when I called him to front of the inner doorway. He just kept mumbling rookie lines for ages. So I got mad and went back to my soba shop. Oh, so that's why he got mad. That's why he's saying... If that's what he's saying is true, then there's no way he could be the murderer. I swear I'm telling the truth. But bailiff, quick, get this man to the infirmary. Well, I dare say he's quite the handful. Your Honor, please accept the statements Mr. Wet just into evidence.
Objection.
I believe the accused's statement about going into the room around 2 p.m. is true, or it falls within the victim's estimated time of death. That opens up a possibility that the crime was committed between 2 and 4 p.m. That's some critical information. Yes, Your Honor. Other than that, one point, Mr. Wett's statements are dubious and without proof.
Objection!
They are the words of the defendant himself. Someone back me up here. He has a point. Were the prosecutor, I wouldn't accept them either. While I understand the defense's feelings on the matter, this court is unable to accept any other than the time a defendant made his visit. And now what do I do? I trust you have no further objections, defense. At last the time has come to send the soul of the victim onto the Twilight Realm.
Silence.
You're not killing anybody.
What are you yamming on about, you prosecutor sad monk? We still have something we need to question Uendo about. We do? Like what? Well, don't just stand there. But we don't have any evidence left to present. You've forgotten already. Isn't there still a hidden witness you have yet to question? A hidden witness? Oh, that's right. Your Honor, there's still one more issue we haven't finished discussing yet. Oh, and what is this bit of unfinished business? We haven't finished discussing this issue related to Uendo. Owen. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. We still have to discuss the possibility of a fourth personality. The one named Owen. Are you suggesting that this fourth personality of Uendo might be the true culprit? Jeez, not that again. Told you we don't know anything about this Owen. Look, Uendo, I know you don't have any motive to kill your master, but this Owen might have one for all we know. I'm clean now, Uendo. You've got another personality stashed away, haven't you? Please tell us everything you know about Owen. That's enough. The witness has already stated that he knows not any Owen character. Oh, bravo, you tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Hey, Patches. If you claim you don't know Owen when you really do, that's tantamount to perjury. If you want to exercise your right to remain silent, however, well, that's a different story. Do not listen to the depraved prosecutor witness. He'll be tainted with his evil. Do you have any idea how dark and cold the present cell is? I exercise my right to remain silent. What's this now? Changing courses in midstream, are we? Just shut up, I'll remain silent and that's it. Patches, you fool, you stay out of this. Patches is not the brightest bulb in that box you call a noggin, is he? The fact that he switched from I don't know any Owen to I will remain silent is proof that he does know about Owen. There it is again, Simon's formidable psychological manipulation tactic. Sure glad he's on my side today. You dirty, disciple, depraved prosecutor. You were leading the witness. Witness, there is no need for you to submit yourself to defense's questioning. Your Honor, Uendo is definitely hiding something. Please allow me to question this witness the existence of Owen. I suppose only this witness can confirm or deny the existence of Owen for us. Very well, I will allow the defense to proceed. Pull in a car. Oh, goes on and on and on
Yeah.
on and on. I never met any personality named Owen. Jeez. Patches was just blurting out nonsense in the panic. But always aware of something. Oh, finally!
Oh Jesus, he has returned.
Thank Christ. What the fuck? Guys, were those duckies really doing you numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Ducks, the new pigeons.
We're always
The
aware.
story continues.
So we definitely notice if it's a personality like that showed up. How dare you treat me like a criminal based on mere conjecture? Wow, how am I supposed to deal with the testimony with three personalities? Unless you can prove the existence of Owen here, it's all over. You best screw your courage to this sticking place and attack their testimony head on. Alright, I will. Just stop piling the pressure on me. I have to draw out some info. Anything to drag Owen out into the open. Imby. But what if, for some reason, you three were unconscious at the time of the incident? If the three of you weren't alert and aware, what would happen? What would happen? I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, you three share the same memories, right? But what if Owen is different? What if he has memories separate from yours? Maybe Owen emerges from when the three of you are unaware of or unconscious.
Instead of speaking as if this fourth personality is a foregone conclusion, I suggest that you prove his existence first.
Well, we've already seen three personalities. A fourth wouldn't be a stretch.
Exactly.
You dishonored the victim and his court by jumping to such conclusions without proof.
Bitch, you haven't even brought proof. Have you ever heard these old sayings, Prosecutor Samadi? Wrong button. Ring button. What? What happens twice will happen thrice. If you see one, there's likely 30 in your home. I'm basing my theory on such premises. Comparing us to cockroaches, do we bug you that much, girly?
But how do you intend to prove it? How will you prove that all three personalities became unconscious, as you say? Unless you can do that, all this talk is merely empty speculations.
Well, Don't be so timid. If you don't have it, then find it. Look for something that could render Uendo and the others unconscious.
Make that shit up.
Someone's right. I can't back down now. My client, Mr. Wet, I have to... Wait, Mr. Wet?
Let me rest. Maybe if I were a lump of regular old flour dough for udon noodles. But I'm fresh like my soba, and you don't let soba dough resh. So about the 3 freshest. Grind a buckwheat seed fresh, cut the fresh dough noodles.
He's blacked out. Mr. Wet, fully unconscious. Wait a minute. I think I've got it.
Miss Sykes, do you have proof to back up your theory?
Yeah, lad. Yes, Your Honor, I do. The proof is right in this crime photo.
It is? In that case, please put out what supports your theory.
I'm gonna take one fucking guess. It's drinks. This is most likely what caused Uendo to lose consciousness.
It's camels.
Maybe it had something to do with the half-eaten one on the plate.
Have you found the camels in Minecraft?
Yes.
Wait, yeah. It could be that, actually. Maybe not.
It's half-eaten on the plate.
No, never mind, it's not. Uendo is most likely smacked over the head with...
Okay, maybe you have to click the box then.
I may be soft in the noggin, but I don't see a single bruise on my head, do you? Well, then maybe it wasn't so much of a smack as
A
a
snack.
swing and a miss.
Well, what a coincidence, defense. Your assertion was a swing and a miss too.
Uendo didn't need to be hit over the head to lose consciousness. Lord knows Bucky had passed out several times today without being smacked.
Miss Sykes, please point out this proof of yours.
Okay, alright, the
box
bottle then.
itself?
Maybe the bottle?
What
No.
about the
Oh, wait,
box
never mind.
itself? Oh,
This is probably what made Uendo lose consciousness. Oh yes, the
sake.
sake. Okay, cool. I was about to call it sake. I'm like, well, I'm
I got
seeing
this
that there. I was like, okay, what does it mean really? And is it just like Master Duendo to God, how do you say its name again? Tornado?
Tornado, yeah.
Tornado to pick up a fine brand like Camel. What about seagulls?
Sake.
Sake? Oh, you mean rice wine? Wait, what? That's a thing? Oh, please, don't call it rice wine. It's so sophisticated. Oh my god, unsophisticated.
Unsophisticated.
Bones. I can't do these words anymore. And it's not even wine. God, do you think I'm a whiny, bratty carrot, this silly girl? I must agree. You need to become more cultured, Athena. Tomato. It's made of rice, and people get drunk from drinking it, right? It's called sake. End of story. Fine, sake it is then. Oh yeah, caramba. Ay, caramba. Everyone's so touchy about these things. I recall Master Tornado would often have a drink or two before performing. Flying bats by the sea. He said it made by him eloquent.
It made him more eloquent, yes.
Eloquent. Drinking too much of the stuff can make one lose consciousness. Though, of course.
Ooh. Someone wants
look,
to add a fireball.
There were 2 glasses on the table. Uendo, I believe you, Uendo, I believe you, Master offered you some rice. Sake. And then you must have drunk too much and passed out. That's when your fourth personality, Owen, emerged. Drunk sake? Oh, that's a good one. You have a real sweet tooth, you see. So yes, we did accept a sugary red bean bun.
Do you want to like switch out every time he switches personalities?
Huh?
You want to switch out since he switches personalities?
I suppose. Which one do you want to go for?
Since there is the feminine one with the smoking, you can take care of that one. How many personalities he has? 3?
3. Well, there's a 4th, but we haven't got the 4th one yet.
Okay, I guess I'll take Owen when he shows up, and then I'll take this one here, which is normal Uendo.
Yeah, this is Uendo.
All right, then the
Patches
silly
is the one with the fan.
Yeah,
and
then you can be
Patches is
and...
the girly bubbly one.
Yeah, this needs to work out.
See, look, red bean bun. That's mystery, right?
See, it was the half-eaten one.
We have a real sweet tooth, you see. So yes, we did accept the sugary red bean bun. But since we really disliked sake, we said no. Thank you to that.
Believe it or not, we're real weak when we come to booze. Even a tiny drop can knock us out and knock us right out.
So you see, I had a sweet maju bun, but I didn't drink any sake.
What? But that can't be right. The offense demands that the glasses be examined right away. You
amateur! Did you really think that I had not already done so? Your foolishness is beyond the pale.
Rose, you had to go at the most stupid time. He was on a piss ranging him.
Oh yeah, he was.
And he was explaining the whole time sober story.
Oh yeah, he was. Like counting and everything.
Don't tell me.
There were no traces of the witness having touched either of the glasses, naturally.
Right, of course.
Miss Sykes, would you like the witness's statements added to the testimony?
Yes, please, John. So why did you give me the dumb... I like how there are times it gives you an option and it's like, oh, yeah, fuck it.
Very well.
Well, if I didn't want that one. Okay. Can
we look at the photo? Crime scene photo?
Maju bun.
Is it those?
Bun was
Is
that
it
on the?
Is it the?
Because it's the
half-eaten
camel
one?
buns.
Yeah. So they
The
must have been
Maju
drunk
bun.
again. So you must have been drunk again. They're the same brand.
Well, it's the same brand. So wouldn't it possibly contain any kind of alcohol?
Hold on
Yeah.
a sec. Let's see. Oh god, I got.
Bless you. Maju bun. It's not. What's a Okay. It's a camel bun. Not a maju.
Wait.
Like, if it's the same brand, shouldn't it have some alcohol content?
Yeah, it belongs to the.
Oh.
That belongs to the packaging on the bun.
Yeah, it does. This shows what most likely made Uendo lose consciousness.
That note. Are you feeling lightheaded, child, or perhaps a bit peckish?
I'm not hungry. My head feels just fine, thank you very much. Look at the paper this note is written on. Isn't there something familiar about it?
What exactly is your point defense? This fake design here reminds me of the paper from.
Yep, it's a piece of the wrapping paper on the box of Manju buns, by the victim of on the floor. Uendo, you may not have been drunk. Hold on. You may not have drunk any sake, but did you eat a sweet red bean bun, right?
Well, yes, that's right.
Right, I'm gonna call mystery a sweet red bean bun. She probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about, so I have to refer to my fucking stream. I don't know if you're aware of it or not, Uendo, but I believe, Manju, you ate caused you to fall unconscious.
The bean bun? How?
Because those buns contain a secret ingredient. very punchy secret ingredient at that.
A punchy secret ingredient?
Yes. The design on the wrapping paper matches that of something else in the room.
It does?
The design on this object matches that of the Manju box's wrapping paper.
Oh,
The booze.
the bottle.
The bottle.
The booze, the bottle, the booze, the booze,
The bottle of booze. The booze bottle.
the booze,
bottle.
the booze,
A second shot of whiskey. Yes, I know.
the booze. No, Rose, it's that fucking cooking pot.
Wrong bottle!
Rose, no, it's them here, right? Those two?
Yeah.
Shit.
The beer cans.
The camel paddle pattern is the same as the one for camel brand sake.
What in Bugahagen is this shit? So, just as Yuando said, you didn't drink any sake per se, but you did eat some. Wow. That's like having
Why does it
vodka
work?
in a bun.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm surprised Russia hasn't put that in their fucking cornflakes. If they have
I mean,
cornflakes
they already
in it.
have potatoes.
Oh, shit. Yuando had a Camel brand red bean bun, which boasts a nice shot of sake as one of its ingredients. But
So the fence is claiming that Yuendo passed out after consuming a camel sweet bun, which allowed a fourth personality named Owen to emerge. Is that correct?
so you need to be drunk for the secret Easter egg to have. Yes, Shauna, that's exactly what I'm claiming.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now.
We don't even know.
There's
Damn it.
one thing that bothers me.
We don't even know the personality yet. How can you be working on it?
Don't know. Wouldn't the alcohol content of the buns evaporate as they are steamed?
In order to give them a stronger flavor, some manju are specially made to retain as much of their alcoholic content as possible. And what kind of lightweight do you think I am? Even though I wouldn't pass out from eating a simple manju. Then how about we test that theory? What do you say, Your Honor?
Seeing is believing, as they say. Very well, I will allow a test.
I'll
Ouch.
allow alcohol in my courtroom.
Shoot.
Let's eat!
Thank you, Your Honor. Simon, go buy us some camel manju on the double. And don't forget to get me one too, okay? Why must I? Oh,
And while you're at it, Prosecutor Blackwell, would you get one for me as well?
I'm not the courthouse stable boy, you know. Hey, the bird is here.
The birdie!
But just this once. Quies Taka. I'm counting on you.
Where exactly, yes, but yes.
Oh, fucking. Oh. And all of you had better pay me back.
Oh, but I thought it would be your treat, Prosecutor Blackwell. What a shame. Now then, let us adjourn until the manju arrive by Courier Hawk. Court will reconvene as soon as Taka returns.
This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Bones, I'm sad.
Good.
Oh, well, hey. We got Summer Games Fest. I'm prepared for disappointment. We're probably going to see Space Games. Space Games. Space Games.
We
We
need
get it, you love your
First
space
person
games.
shooter game, maybe. Of an Overwatch, probably rip-off again.
We're
Astro-
Samurai
Space Games. Space
forget the
games. Maybe
Japanese
some
game.
maybe some simulator farming games. Space games.
Japanese games.
And then Square Enix, and I'm hyped, and it's just a mobile game of Final Fantasy again, so I'm back down being depressed. And then Space Games again. And then it's just Rose staring at his computer screen.
Mhm.
Best game ever. It's like Stanley Parable again. But this time, Andy is the one narrating. It's just.
It just insults.
Oh man. Okay. Right. Well. 10 o'clock sharp. All right, so yeah, we'll start around 9:50, so we can get all prepped up in 10 minutes, and then yeah, chill out with me while we watch Space Game getting out. Oh boy, where's Rocky? Is Rocky still here? I mean Nubs. Is Nubs still here? Nubs probably won't be able to join us because he'd be watching another streamer. What a shame. Okay. All right. Well, anyway. Thank you for joining anyway, and I'll see you all for Friday for the Summer Games Fest. I will just schedule it so that way lot can just get a notify reminder and stuff. Anyway, bye bye for now. See you guys later.
Take care, everybody.